things where apparently everything falls apart. I am Duke, designated Asian, your caster for the NA 2v2, and alongside me is someone who hopefully y'all saw earlier today, Sparky878. He's back again, and we're gonna be doing the winner, the NA 2v2 tournament. And why don't we just hop right into it?
I want everybody to know that I was unmuted. I wasn't muted. That was some sort of hardware failure. I unmuted myself exactly 2 seconds before Duke counted me down. Everything on my end that I had control of was perfect. Whatever happened in the hardware is, we're just gonna throw that in the past, and we're gonna be moving on. We are in a big round right now, and we are already seeing some of the biggest boys.
Yeah. Who are we gonna watching in this game one of the winners quarters?
We're watching Boomie and LDZ against Blood Diamond and Noel.
So
a very fresh 2v2 team against a very storied 2v2 team.
Right. So for those of you who maybe didn't get a watch yesterday, Boomie and LDZ are two names that you should recognize because they were the first and second place finishers of yesterday's 1v1 NA Winter Championship. LDZ ends up finishing first place, Boomie second place. Inherently, this is just a very strong team, a team that you do not want to be messing with. On the other side, Noel and Blood Diamond, a team that both Sparky and I have lauded multiple times as a team that has grown a lot since we first started seeing them, since they first came onto the scene. It's going to be interesting to see if they've grown in the past 2 months, if they've continued that growth as players, or, I mean, is this the inherent strength of Boomie and LDZ? Is that going to be too much? I don't know. Do you have any opinions on this, Sparky?
I know that Boomie and LDZ have surely been playing with one another and absolutely practicing 100% for this. The person like LDZ is not going to play with somebody he doesn't feel 100% confident with, and somebody he doesn't enjoy playing with. Boomie is going to be a strong teammate for him. Personally, I think Boomie was the stronger of the two teammates back when he played with Remy. I'm not going to say that Remy brought him down, but I'll say that Boomie was the stronger teammate of the two. And I don't know until I actually watch them play which one is going to be the stronger between Boomie and LDZ.
I think one of the key things when this team was getting kind of started was that Boomie was saying he has a really strong mental game for 2v2s. He has just a generally strong understanding of 2v2. A lot of people kind of give NA 2v2 a little bit of flack. They say that it's not as developed as the EU side of things. But Boomie in particular has just this solid understanding. We saw just a little while ago in the 2v2s of EU, Cake and Addy showing their prowess as a relatively new team. Is Boomie and LDZ, are they going to be able to do the same thing? Are they going to be the Cake and Addy this time?
3, 2, 1.
I wouldn't necessarily call them the Cake and Addy, because Cake and Addy were kind of somewhat lesser 2v2 names. This would be like if Dobrain and Daiku all of a sudden decided to team just recently.
That's fair. All right, well, we're getting in this. LDZ is, I mean, if we want to go back in the day, we used to say LDZ is not the strongest minded in 2v2s, and right now he's the one with the most damage on him, but Noel is the one who's going to get taken down first, because Boomie kind of helps LDZ out there, gets a ground pound on Noel at the bottom right of the map.
Not only is Boomie helping LDZ now, Boomie is helping himself to very, very little damage, as he is, of course, playing that big hat Lucian. That's my guy right there, taking very little damage, using all of his gun tech, all of his quick movement speed, his mechanical knowledge, really coming into play here with this Lucian.
And, I mean, he's got an amazing gun. He's one of the strongest gun players out there. He doesn't only play guns, which is one of the reasons why we say he's not the best gun soloist, but he's still just a generally strong gun player and a guitar player, as he gets another ground pound on the right side. Boomie just showing his general prowess, as LDZ kind of just sticking around. He's helping build up damage, but it's been Boomie who's securing these kills.
And Boomie still hasn't died yet, as Noel is probably reasonably close to losing his second stock unless he's able to avoid things better. LDZ taking a side signature, a down signature from Noel there, as he's getting juggled into the air. Noel trying to chase with that recovery. Not quite enough, though. LDZ unarmed picks up that nice nair. Now an axe and a recovery. Unable to finish off the kill, but still stays safe himself as Boomie loses his first stock.
And LDZ, he's deep in the red, about to get down to his last stock. Noel also in the red, but Boomie is the one who's going to pick up a... Wait, nope, he got LDZ. It's okay. He cleans it up, trades it out, gets Blood Diamond as well. Stocks are even, aside from the fact that Noel is deep red and dead.
Now Noel's not deep red anymore. Now he's fresh.
Yeah, it's like it didn't matter. But Boomie, he's holding down the stock for it, as well as kind of the kill for it. He's gotten all of them except for the one that LDZ just got with that actual cover.
Oh, nice charging up that neutral signature. He absolutely knew that was coming. He started that signature before LDZ even had the confirmed hit on that neutral light. He wanted to make sure that was 100% a confirmed kill, doing the max amount of damage, the max amount of force. Great options, and that's the team play that I've come to expect from LDZ and Boomie. That doesn't surprise me at all.
And it's great presence of mind from Boomie to recognize that LDZ was going to have that neutral light. It has that slight upward angle of force, and Boomie's going to be able to pick up and get the kill with that neutral sig.
Oh, and Noel going under the stage, trying to make a mountain out of a molehill there by hitting LDZ with that neutral air. Ended up killing himself, and even when he hit that, LDZ was still able to go into the stage and make it back.
I mean, I can applaud the effort from Noel. He wanted to take something out with himself. Might have been a slight overcommitment, especially due to the fact that Boomie was right there in position to punish Noel, and Noel was on his final stock. But I can applaud the fact that he was like, all right, I'm not going out without a fight. I'm gonna try to do something while I'm down here.
We're seeing the stage banding coming out. I don't know if anybody has changed characters. All I can see right now is that Boomie is still on the Big Evolution. Blood Diamonds changed to this Hattori.
This is the anime Hattori, something straight out of a shonen. But it's a great skin. I'm a fan of it. We're gonna see Blood Diamond. He's switching out for more movement speed. It's gonna help him rotate around and try to follow up off of Noel. The critical thing is he gonna be able to do so? Is he gonna be able to disengage from whoever he's fighting in the 1v1 and get in position to help out Noel and follow up?
He has a little bit more survivability going from the 4 defense to the 5 defense with his stance. He still has a ton of movement speed, so he is still able to rotate, which is important. Noel taking an early fall from LDZ, just completely soloed by LDZ.
That is a brutal loss, but LDZ, great play, comes back on the stage and wants to convert to a 2v1 on the Blood Diamond.
From what we're seeing here, from what we've come to know from Boomie and LDZ in 1v1s, and what we've seen in just the last game alone, I think today LDZ and Boomie are probably going to be the 2v2 team to beat.
I mean, right now they're definitely showing that they're a very strong team. They're a little bit behind in the health regard, given the fact that LDZ is pretty close to death. But I gotta believe Boomie's gonna be able to help him out. Actually shoves him to the left side to help get him out of that dangerous spot. Noel and Blood Diamond were on the right. So Boomie tags his teammate, pushes him to the left, as well as gives him an extra jump. A solid save from Boomie.
That slide charge down stake almost taken out Blood Diamond. Didn't quite have enough force. It was kind of from the left-ish side of the main platform above, but still a great move coming out from Boomie. The neutral signature, though, taking out Noel. He's used that neutral signature twice for kills now.
One stock difference between both teams. It's gonna be on Blood Diamond. Oh, that was really close, but Boomie with another drop. I know he's very salty about those gun recovery drops. I know he was talking about them yesterday after he dropped one in the grand final. Blood Diamond gets a nice recovery onto Boomie. Can he convert to the kill? Sair will do it. LDZ left side. Blood Diamond, that's that movement speed, is able to help out Noel, put the pressure onto LDZ and make sure that he can. And he gets the kill onto LDZ. Blood Diamond and Noel are up. As long as Noel holds onto this stock, they're looking in good shape.
There's Noel almost dying to that neutral signature from Boomie. There's another neutral signature taking out Blood Diamond. He does have the stock to spare. Noel does not, getting the confirmed double kill with that neutral signature. So destructive with that today. Now we're seeing the combo. LDZ drops it with that recovery. I don't know if there's just an inherent dodge window in there or if his timing was just off, but Boomie picking up another neutral signature.
Oh, and Blood Diamond falls to his death. I want to go back to that, the little combo that they had. That was interesting that Boomie specifically went for the reverse gravity cancel neutral light. He didn't go for the one inward towards LDZ. He went for the reverse, specifically, I guess, to give LDZ more charge time on that recovery. It does have a little bit of startup, but it was an interesting option. It might have converted to a kill. I think they had enough damage on him, right? guess not. But anyways, good plays from Boomie and LDZ. They're definitely looking to be the strongest team around, but we're going to be looking at some other teams. We were just talking about Boomie and his former 2v2 partner, Remy. Well, guess who's next? It's going to be Cody Travis and Remy versus Cyclist and IThrowOW. What do you know about Cyclist? I've never seen this name before.
I don't really know that much about Cyclist specifically. I know a little bit more about IThrowOW, though they're both in the Resurgence clan. It's sort of one of the more prominent clans out there. He's actually coming in with that Metadev Bryn. I don't necessarily remember meeting him at BCX. That doesn't mean he wasn't there though. I wonder where he got that Metadev. Maybe it was from like a PAX South that we were at just recently, or maybe it was from BCX. But then on the other side, we're seeing Cody Travis and Remy both playing Lucian. More Lucian today in North America than I think we've seen in the past probably year.
He almost completely didn't get played. I almost want to say it's due before the stance changes. Lucian was basically unplayed. I think only Memoria was really the big Lucian player at the time. And then the stance changes happen. No one really saw a tournament for a while, and suddenly we're here and we've got Lucians all over the Winter Championship. Now we're seeing Remy and Cody Travis. I think Cody Travis, I mean, he plays guns, but Remy, I've never seen him play either of these weapons. Used to play Koji, played Hattori a little bit. Now apparently he's playing Lucian.
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect from Remy with these guns or with his Katars. I know that Cody Travis has some great guns, but as you were saying, a lot of people didn't play Lucian. It was pretty much in North America, the only person was pretty much Boomie. And that was a top placing person in tournaments. Was he would occasionally switch to the Lucian.
But it still wasn't like anyone was maining the Lucian. It was kind of just the occasional pick here and there. But it seems like he's gained a lot of popularity. Katars are very popular, as we've seen Katars in almost every single match this weekend. And I mean, guns are they're strong. They're a solid damage building weapon, and they give plenty of spacing options, as well as potential dare blockers.
It was interesting, though, because we didn't really see a lot of gun tech necessarily coming out in the EU matches that we saw today. We didn't see a lot of X pivots. We didn't see a lot of chain dodging with them. That's something that you will see occasionally from Cody Travis. You'll definitely see it from Boomie. We did see it from Boomie, but we're seeing 2 kills coming out. One team member, 2 kills right there. One from each on the red team. Remy picking him up. Remy's got a set of guns.
As long as they hold on to these stocks. Oh, the side sig hits. Remy is in the red, looking pretty much close to death. IThrowOW or Cyclist, all they need to do is hit that Sair. We've seen a lot of Axe Sair kills today, but it seems like the neutral light's going to be putting him off. Lucian's got plenty of defense. Oh, nope, recovery. Just kidding.
Cody Travis taking a side signature, taking a side air, still not quite enough to kill him. He's not even in the red yet. He's right on that border, just about to proc into the red.
Remy can't help him.
Remy was close. He was just a little bit too much above Cody Travis to pick him up with that recovery.
Now we're back to the double Katars on the Lucians for the blue team. Remy trying to even up the stocks as quickly as he can as he puts the pressure out onto IThrowOW, but Cyclist is the one who's closer to death as he nairs his teammate.
Ooh, trying to go for that nair into the gravity cancel neutral signature to take Remy off the top. IThrowOW in some serious health damage ranges right now. Starting to get into that deep red. Cyclist as well in the red. We're reasonably tied except for Cody Travis is deep into that orange on his last stock. A neutral signature from Cody Travis is going to take out Cyclist.
Now we're getting to the later stocks. At this point, I think IThrowOW and Cyclist should be focusing down Cody Travis if possible. They want to go for that 2v1 where they can go for all sorts of black hole shenanigans, the double neutral lines, and whatever else they want. Cody Travis does go down, so does Remy, and here's their opportunity for the 2v1.
And every time Remy catches Cyclist or IThrowOW in anything, if it's not a side light, he's really risking punish territory while he's stuck in recovery frames or animation. You already saw that with the dare.
Right,
and
like
there's the black hole.
That was a nice follow-up. Remy just a little bit too healthy for that to be a finishing blow, but he is getting very close to death. The recovery sends him high. Isidru, Cyclist both have the opportunity, and it's going to be Isidru who gets the kill with that side air.
And we're seeing more and more players kind of cut those black holes off just a little bit early to prevent any DI so that they can at least get the damage out and then send their opponent into the air with a signature so that there can be follow-ups, there can be juggles into the air, there can be kills off the top. So that is a critical choice that's coming kind of more into play now instead of letting your opponent DI out of it and then responding.
I mean, for a while there was kind of that metagame of trying to punish the DI, right? We would see the gravity cancel. It was like specifically with sword neutral lines. They would do like a couple neutral lines, and then you'd see the gravity cancel neutral line. It seems like you were saying, the adjustment now is don't even let them DI. Just try to get a big hit. Try to get some sort of just like final amount of damage so that you can at least get a huge health lead and then take advantage of it. But we're going to see Cody Travis actually switch to something a little bit more tanky. He's going back to the Barasa, and I know you're a big fan of Cody Travis's Barasa.
I like his Brawlhalla a lot. He's able to survive with it. His guns, it almost looks like he feels a little bit more comfortable with it. He seems to be able to do more with the signature, specifically the down signature. That's kind of the one that you see used the most because it's really the best one in terms of frame data and hitboxing. The side signature usually is too readable. You can see it coming and it lags you in recovery frames for way too long. The neutral signature doesn't have a lot of force, kind of has one of the weaker hitboxes in the game. But that down signature comes out very fast and it can hit stacked.
Oh yeah, and I think we saw him get at least one kill with that down sig yesterday in the NA 1v1s of the Winter Championship. But bare minimum, he's holding onto his stocks very well. In fact, Remy just took his first tick of damage. I think it was from Cody Travis, but Remy is looking incredibly healthy. It seems like the simple switch to Barasa is the only adjustment that needed to be made for this team.
I'm curious to see how Remy's damage numbers are going to end up playing out. It looks like he's using a lot of this Lucian movement to stay out of danger. Of course, he has the dodge, but if you never have to use the dodge in the first place because you're able to maneuver in and out, that's optimal play right there. So then you have the dodge when you absolutely need it.
I mean, that's one of those things that Remy has been very good at. When he was playing with Boomie, he would generally be the one who holds onto his stocks because he knows how to move properly. He used to play that Hattori. He's used to that high movement speed and getting into proper position. But now he's playing along Cody Travis, and I mean, there might be some growing pains with this team comp. I don't know how long they've had to practice alongside each other.
Ooh, and Cyclist continuing to put damage on the, he hit Isidru with a side air and then hit him with a nair. Remy following up, getting the kill. And Cody Travis picking up with the recovery, getting another kill for his team. Cyclist and Isidru not too far behind. Both members of the red team starting now to get in that red, but Cyclist and Isidru need to be careful.
I mean, there's a very real possibility of evening this up. That side air is not going to be quite enough, but great plays from Cody Travis are going to put him in position to try to help Remy out. Unfortunately, he couldn't lock down both red teams, so Cyclist was able to get past and get the Sair kill, but we're back to even.
My biggest question with Cody Travis's Barasa is his axe just doesn't seem to be up to speed with his guns. Of course, a lot of people have one weapon is better than the other, but I just don't see him doing that much work. He's having trouble connecting with his axe a lot like Dobrain was having trouble connecting with Scythe in his 2v2 games earlier today.
But I think that's more to do with the fact that Cody Travis is just really good with guns and less a matter of his axe not really being up to par with other people's axes. Like, he has moments where his axe is absolutely absurd. Remy is going to pick up a nice recovery mid-stage. Just want to point that out. Okay. I think the down sig would have killed, but I think Remy he wanted to pad his stats a little bit, get the kill to his name. But like I was saying, I think Cody Travis actually has a reasonably strong axe. It's just his guns are so strong that they almost overshadow his axe play.
That might be the case. He ended up doing more damage than Remy in the long run. He was able to take just a little bit more, 8 more damage taken than Remy was able to soak up and absorb. Isidru and Cyclist putting about the same amount of damage out, a little like 33 difference between the two. But Boomie and Remy, because I've said that for the past year. Cody Travis and Remy are going to tie up this best of 3. It's 1 each, and he's switching skins on this Barasa. I don't recommend that. I like the other skin much, much better.
Which skin? Oh, he's going to this skin. I think he just kind of alternates between the two. Like, he doesn't really use like the pig face mask. I don't remember what it's called. But he switches between
what?
There's like it's got like the tusks. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah, that one, the one that has like the syringe guns.
I don't remember what guns.
It is the one that has the syringe guns.
Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you probably, it's cool. But he switches between the hockey mask and then this mask, the breathalyzer mask. It's really, I think it's just whatever mask he feels like for the moment. But sometimes the skins matter. You don't feel right when you're not in your right skin. But we're seeing a character swap. This is a character that you generally aren't a big fan of on IThrowOW, as Remy gets the neutral sig to follow up off the neutral light from Cody Travis. And we're seeing them start to come to form as Remy's been able to follow up off of a lot of Cody Travis's moves.
No, I am a fan of Ulgrim now. Ulgrim's great.
Now.
Yeah, absolutely. With the stat change, 100%. Not only do you have the stat difference, you can also have stance, so you're really not feeling the penalty of the 3 dexterity that you used to, and you can put another point into dexterity. A lot of people tend to use the movement speed stance, but Axe is an incredible weapon. Lance is an incredible weapon. I am fine, more than fine with Ulgrim, and I've been fine with him ever since the stat change and stance change.
I also want to say his signature kit's pretty amazing as well. As he got a gravity cancel neutral sig on the right side of the stage. That's kind of one of those like a Surrey style things where you get the anti-air sig that spikes down and gets kind of that turnaround, that reversal, as Cody gets the recovery on the cyclist to even up the stocks. The Sidju's got to hold on to this stock for as long as possible.
We also see a character switch that we didn't quite mention yet with Remy playing a Tori. That's who he used to play for quite a while. Ooh, and that side signature. Remy tried to spot dodge at the second hit of it. Ended up swiping it. You see Cyclist there with the ground pound at 360 degree. The weapon toss from IThrowOW. Full teamwork coming in to take out Remy.
Just great coverage from IThrowOW and Cyclist. IThrowOW was playing hard. He was burning a lot, and then at that point he had to try to come back to the stage. So Cyclist just swapped with him and got the hit to send Remy away. Just great plays from them. It's not the standard kind of like following up style of play, but it's just covering the option so that if they dodge one of you, the other one is going to get the hit. Oh. Down sig connects.
Falling. We're seeing a pretty much even game. IThrowOW being in the orange, Cyclist being fresh on his stock. Meanwhile, Cody, Travis, and Remy are both in the yellow. This could be going anyone's way. Cody Travis getting a nice air. A big ground pound coming from Remy.
Side air. IThrowOW does have the jumps. Remy looking for the edge guard. Is not able to stop it. IThrowOW does make it back.
Cody Travis and Remy both being juggled into the air. Cody Travis eating an axe recovery. Oh, there's the sidelight neutral sig.
Sidelight drops the neutral sig. Everybody's getting close to death.
I think Remy was just maybe too close, or this neutral sig input might have been just a frame too late. Cody Travis somehow still managing to stay alive. Ends up picking up that Ulgrim. IThrowOW is
the
out.
axe toss from Cody Travis.
Cody Travis, the American sniper, with that axe throw. In a very, very close game, is going to take this set 2-1, but no shame on Cyclist and IThrowOW. They played very, very well against two top players.
I mean, those were really close games. I know I mean, you're going to see the stats at the end of it and, oh, it was 2-1, but those were down to the wire. I mean, at one point, Cody Travis got sent off the stage, and it was very possible that they could have taken down Remy in the meantime with the power play, or just focused down Cody Travis and gone for the 2v1 onto Remy. That very easily could have gone either way.
Who do we have coming up next, though? These are going to be some names that we remember. Duke, I'm going to let you introduce them.
I'm going to be busy typing it. So Starlight and Astronaut are going to go up against X-Soup and Pugsy. X-Soup and Pugsy is a 2v2 NA team that you and I are very familiar with. They've been in the 2v2 NA side of things. They're the oldest NA 2v2 team at this point, right? Because Boomie and Remy split up.
I believe so. I don't know if Noel and Blood Diamond were formed before Pugsy and X-Soup, but definitely arguably one of the older teams that's actually stayed together for this long time since last year.
And they're going to be going up against a newer team, Starlight and Astronaut. I know Starlight, he's kind of rotated around teammates. He's had the likes of Stevenator. Who else has he had? I know he played with Logic at one point. I mean, he played at Daiku to get first place in 2v2s at BCX. And now it seems like he's settled on a teammate in Astronaut, who's been coming up in the scene lately. A lot of people have been praising Astronaut for his Hattori play.
It was towards the end of the season last year that Astronaut kind of really got on the grind and was putting in the hours, like serious hours weekly. I don't know the actual number on them, but it was insane. And for somebody who we haven't really seen play in any tournaments, like he didn't play in any BCS tournaments last year, and he was just grinding all of a sudden towards the end of the season last year. It wasn't in preparation for BCX because he didn't make it out to BCX, but according to like everybody that I've talked to and the little bit that I've seen from him, he just apparently made incredible strides in a very, very short amount of time just through sheer grinding out the game. And he's friends with a lot of the high level players. Like obviously he's playing with Starlight right here. He's friends with Boomie. And he's in a Discord with a lot of other high level players. He talks to them on the regular. So I'm excited to see how Astronaut's going to be able to perform in this spot.
But to that point, have we seen him in a 2v2 setting? It seems like a lot of his successes lately, a lot of the reason why he's kind of garnered attention from high level players is that 1v1 talent. Have we seen his 2v2? I mean, at this point, it's almost inarguable that there is a difference between 2v2 and 1v1. There's a lot of successes between players in both, but it doesn't always translate. The same general thought processes and logic and strategies are not always equal. Does it work for Astronaut? Can he do the 2v2?
I mean, I definitely haven't seen him in 2v2 tournament mode. I've seen him a lot, like whenever Starlight will stream 2v2s, he'll play a lot with Gobi, I think. He also plays a lot with Astronaut. That's usually the environment that I've seen him more in. So it's going to be basically whether or not he cracks under the pressure of a tournament.
Well, we're going to find out here, as this is Astronaut's first showing in a tournament as far as I'm aware, and it's going to be Pugsy, Eggsoup, and Starlight in one of just many tournaments. They're very competitive players who have all had a lot of success in the tournament scene. And we're starting off with Eggsoup picking up the opposition's weapon. Pugsy not able to deny the pickup from Astronaut.
Oh! Nice nair. Oh, immediately Starlight taking Pugsy
The chase.
off the top. That's usually where Pugsy likes to kill people, and especially Eggsoup as well with those nairs. But we saw Pugsy doing work yesterday in the North American 1v1, taking people off the top with a recovery into the nair.
I believe he hit that on Boomie yesterday, and now it seems like Starlight is going to take it out for himself. But Eggsoup is able to even up the stocks with a nice ground pound, bottom left side of the screen. The 2v1 onto Astronaut, but Eggsoup's not able to get the recovery to follow up with a nair and try to get the early lead.
You see Pugsy aggressing on the Starlight, but Astronaut was there to put some pressure out, not really giving Pugsy any real damage or any kill potential.
Pugsy.
The weapon toss, follow up. Pugsy used his dodge to try to get back, and he had to use that hammer recovery. He couldn't wait for Astronaut to come down. Once Astro saw that, you saw him ground pound.
And that was a very solid kill. And the setup, that's something that Starlight used to do with Logic a lot, was they would get the downlight dare into the neutralite black hole. And it seems like he and Astronaut have been practicing that same 2v2 strategy.
Strategies are working because Pugsy's already on his last stock. Starting to get into that red. Starlight's on his last stock too. Eggsoup doing a pretty good job of surviving so far. Stripping the board now, holding on to those gauntlets.
But I do want to point out, Astronaut is sitting pretty on his first stock in the red, and Eggsoup and Pugsy have yet to take it down. Uh-oh, Pugsy's in trouble, left side. Astronaut's in position. Pugsy does get the wall touch, but Starlight is looking for the Gimp, and Astronaut comes down with a ground pound. It's all up to Eggsoup.
Astronaut's rotations so far have been so on point. He's always been where he needed to be. There he was with a follow-up, taking away his stock from Eggsoup, and he hasn't died yet.
So what's Eggsoup's ideal win condition now? Is it just go off stage, get the Gimps? Is it take down Starlight and try to 3-stock Astronaut? What is it going to take for Eggsoup to win?
There's very little that he can do at this point. I think it's all but hopeless
Nice
for him.
save.
See, you see Astronaut going down. Even if he tries to
Great
focus on
save.
Starlight, Astronaut is there to save Starlight. I think he's just, at this point, hitting his head against a brick wall. Now, Egg may have a very hard head. He might chip away a little bit at that brick wall, but I don't think it's going to crumble, especially as Eggsoup is in the red on his final stock. Astronaut still hasn't died, as Egg seems to be focusing Starlight right now, but he's unable to confirm it.
He wants that 1v1, but Astronaut's been doing a great job of getting into position, making it very difficult for Eggsoup to finish off the stock. And it's going to be Starlight who gets the finishing blow with that side air, sending Egg off the map. And Pugsy, he got handled. They focused him down. It was not Pugsy's fault. It was mostly just solid play from Astronaut and Starlight, keeping the pressure on top of him.
And look at the damage that was done. It was like 523, 525, and 500 and something very close to 525 compared to Pugsy's like 254. So Pugsy just kind of dropping the ball there.
As well as the fact that Astronaut didn't lose a stock. Just saying.
Absolutely 100%. Somehow, Astronaut was able to survive through all of that.
And we're back in it. Same map. Pugsy actually switching up characters, wants to play Hattori himself, maybe trying to take advantage of that movement speed, get out of those hairy positions or get into new hairy positions to follow up off his teammate. And there you see it, able to help out Egg Soup punish Astronaut for that side light by hitting him with that neutral line.
Egg trying to edgeguard Starlight, ends up picking him up with a nair. That's the great nair, timing, spacing coming out of Starlight.
Oh! There's a half moment there where I thought Starlight was going to do it again, get that recovery nair kill, this time onto Egg Soup, but Egg Soup was able to get low enough that it did not finish him off. Right side, Astronaut trying to edge guard Pugsy, but Pugsy gets under, gets that recovery, trying to get the recovery kill onto Astronaut, but he ends up rotating over to help out his teammate, get back on the stage, and get the finishing blow with that side air onto Astronaut. No perfect game for Astronaut this time.
Meanwhile, not really an early death either. Egg starting to get very, very deep in the red. Pugsy in the red. Starlight getting deeper into the red.
Ground pound?
Oh, there was Astronaut there to help him again, though. He is so good at doing that. We don't usually see saves quite that good, quite that often in 2v2 games. They're few and far between, but Astronaut seems to have spent a lot of time working on that.
So I want to say, I think there were two scenarios there with Astronaut with that spear recovery. Option one was he gets in the way and tries to recover into Pugsy's ground pound to stop it so that Starlight can get up. Option two was he hits Starlight up. And I think option two is what happened, and Starlight ended up getting hit into the ground pound and just bouncing straight back down.
I think if it wasn't for that kind of wrong place, wrong time, I think hitting Starlight up would be better because that gets him more or less out of the situation at hand rather than just taking something and he's still down there, still really low on the edge and still with a ton of damage on him.
But regardless, stocks aren't currently even as Starlight and Astronaut are very close to kill range. Egg Soup and Pugsy staying on stage. You're not seeing them go too aggressive off stage. Maybe they'll throw out a ground pound here and there, but for the most part, they're not sitting on stage. You see Egg Soup went for a ground pound. Once it missed, immediately disengaged, went back to the stage.
And look at the save coming out from Starlight. We were talking about Astro's saves, but Starlight coming in, saving Astronaut from some damage from Pugsy. And now they're kind of splitting it up for the 1v1, but Pugsy and Egg Soup rotating right. Now Starlight and Astronaut splitting them up again.
Starlight does go down to his final stock. Astronaut on his final stock in the red. Pugsy and Egg Soup were both trying to catch him with an air, but Astronaut with great movement gets past, gets back down, gets the wall touch. He's going to be alive for a little while longer.
Starlight looking for that nair off the top. Egg Soup ended up having the dodge. Ooh, Astronaut chase dodging in one back. Downlight side air, killing off Egg Soup. The initial side air hitting Pugsy off the stage. Starlight looking for the edge guard. Pugsy using that wide recovery hitbox to hit Starlight on the edge.
And Astronaut's been holding on to this final stock for a very long time now. Hattori not generally known for being too tanky. I didn't catch if he's running a stance, but I mean, bare minimum has about 5 defense, does eventually get taken down by the recovery from Egg Soup, but he held on to that long enough that the stocks are, I mean, it's 3-1. There's a hope for Starlight, but it's better than 4-1 as he gets killed.
And Starlight as a 2v2 champion from BCX, looking very strong in the first game. Astronaut looking very strong in the first game as well. Going down to the 3 stocks of the red team. It's now tied up 1-1 in this set.
Solid adjustment from Egg Soup and Pugsy. I think they recognized what they needed to do. Rein it back in. Pugsy switching to the Hattori makes it so he can rotate better. Put pressure when he needs to, but immediately disengage when he has to. Great adjustment from the red team. Will the blue team be able to readjust?
You see Starlight and Astronaut starting off sticking very, very close together. Now, since then, they've split up, but you're seeing Astronaut rotate over to Starlight.
It looks like he's trying to get back into position. He wanted to position to help out Starlight if possible, but still trying to dissuade Egg Soup. Astronaut and Pugsy both taking full advantage of that 8 movement speed. Excuse me, the black holes come out. Egg Soup tries to interrupt, but not able to do so. Instead, actually sidelights his teammate. Can't convert to a kill just yet. The side air sends Stardust down. Egg Soup doesn't have the jumps, and Egg Soup's gonna go down.
Egg Soup went just a little bit too hard. Starlight still had the movement. He was able to use his dodge to get him back up. Egg Soup, the first one to fall. Meanwhile, Starlight is midway through orange, and Astronaut is just now getting into the red.
Blue team is looking very healthy. Another black hole is going to be very devastating as Pugsy gets a nice recovery onto Astronaut. Starlight just pushing left and right, sends Egg Soup to the right with the sidelight, immediately goes for the side sig to the left.
Big nair coming out from Egg. Wasn't able to follow up with the gauntlet recovery that might have killed Starlight off the top.
Ooh, the down sig comes out from Astronaut. Egg Soup, left side, gets that recovery to finish off Starlight. Stocks have been even up, but Egg Soup's in the red. He's very close to kill range. Starlight not able to follow up with the general recovery because Pugsy was in the way to try to interrupt.
And that's not usually what we're used to seeing from Egg Soup and Pugsy. A lot of times, Pugsy's the first to die, forcing Egg Soup into those 2v1 situations where we've seen him clutch sometimes.
Right, we've seen many a time where Egg Soup's the last one standing for his team, not just in 2v1s where he'll be in 1v1s, but this time it seems like Astronaut and Starlight might be maybe focusing down Egg Soup, recognizing that Pugsy generally over-aggresses, and it'll make it easier for them if they go to the 2v1.
Astronaut heavily zoning Egg Soup out, hit him with 2 side airs, then a neutral light, then a neutral signature, all while Egg was trying to recover a little bit shallow back on to the platform. Getting a nice recovery there from Egg Soup. Ooh, big sidelight into side air. There's another side air. Egg Soup is out. Pugsy on his last stock to the 4 stocks that Astronaut and Starlight have. Starlight looking for the really aggressive edge guard.
Oh, and Astronaut interrupted! Saved Pugsy's life!
Astronaut just happening to get in the way at the wrong time. Starlight still really going deep.
And you can see that the thought process here. Astronaut did have a little bit more damage between the two of them, so it was going to be Starlight who was the one who was trying to engage and try to take down this final stock of Pugsy. The side air. Pugsy, another side air, hits him, and he goes down. It's going to be a 2-1 the way of Starlight and Astronaut.
Starlight's edge guard's looking really, really strong. He knows he can trust Astronaut, except for that one time, to be up on the platform just in case Pugsy or Egg Soup is able to get past him. Look at the damage differences, though. 626 from Starlight, 436 from Astronaut. I'll put a good deal of the difference there was because Starlight was the main aggressor towards the end of last game, but Pugsy, 365 damage. That's 1 damage for every day of the year, and that's it. Egg Soup putting out 244 damage. That's just really not a lot coming from Pug and Egg.
I want to believe there was a level of just focus fire from the blue team. They recognized that maybe they got a little bit split up in game 2, and that was part of the reason why Pugsy and Egg Soup were able to do so well. But this time in game 3, they regrouped, recomposed themselves, stuck together, and were able to focus fire Egg Soup, take him down quickly, and not really give Pugsy any breathing room as well afterwards.
But we will be moving on to the winners semifinals. We are moving right along through this bracket. Everyone on your screen in front of you, we have Boomie and LDZ against Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't know how many to put in the little overlay. So I was like, I'm gonna just stop at like, this is how much will fit in the box.
Yep, you're good.
I think that's an appropriate amount. I think everyone understands who it is. But this is Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW. Dr. Phazon, I believe, was of Absolute. It seems like now he is of Team River, and he is alongside his teammate IThrowOW. Both of these guys, they're kind of peripheral players. They've been close to top 16, top 32 in a lot of tournaments. I think I've seen IThrowOW a little bit more successful inside of specifically like Brawl League tournaments. But other than that, they haven't really burst out. You don't generally see them get top 8. But this time in the 2v2 tournament, they are having a lot of success getting here to the winners semis. And if they get through this, that's winners finals. That's a pretty good spot to be in.
I will throw in the caveat real quick. I will throw in the caveat real quick of in the last round winners quarterfinals, they were up against Crocky and Doppy, who did have to leave. I think Crocky had to go to work. So there was that kind of asterisk there that helped them to this spot. Before that, I'm looking at their trip through the bracket. It was mostly just Fat Breeze and Hapo.
They got here of their own accord, all right? They're strong players. Don't undermine them, but they do have to go against Boomie and LDZ, arguably the top seed of the tournament. This is very much going to be an uphill climb to start with, as LDZ is almost getting the recovery kill at the top of the map onto IThrowOW.
And actually, Dr. Phazon and LDZ both doing a great job of not taking very much damage. IThrow the one taking the most damage so far. That side signature actually bringing Boomie into the orange just as well. The down air edge guard. Ooh,
he almost had the edge guard. Oh, Boomie with another recovery. Is he staying high? I have expected a gravity cancel neutral sig, but IThrowOW able to interrupt, sends Boomie off the stage again. But Boomie with a nice recovery is going to give himself back up the stage. Down sig! Takes down Boomie.
I think we're going to see a very confident Boomie and LDZ going into this game, and I think it's going to really get them into trouble at first. And if Boomie can stay untilted, I think an adjustment, a little bit less being cocky and hubris, I think they're going to be in better shape in the second game or the latter half of this game.
Hey, I want to say, you tried to downplay how well Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW did to get here in the tournament, but they're holding their own. They're up a one stock lead over LDZ and Boomie, the top seed, and Dr. Phazon keeps that lead, gets to the outside as LDZ and Boomie turn their sights onto IThrowOW, and he gets to the wall.
IThrowOW going the other way. You see Boomie chain dodging, using that high movement speed that Lucian has, coming for the side air follow-up off of LDZ's neutral air. Or sorry, neutral light.
Phazon right side, very close to getting this kill onto Boomie. Oh, left side, IThrowOW is in trouble. LDZ with the unarmed gimp attempt. And he gets back to the wall.
Barely making it back.
Another dare.
There's the down air.
And
IThrowOW is dead. LDZ unarmed, edge guarding, not even a little bit worried about it. And the down air, LDZ getting the unconfirmed double kill, coming in dominating, 3 kills without dying.
I think those first 2 deaths were a little bit of a wake-up call, like you were saying. But Boomie, the gravity cancel neutral sig from Dr. Phazon. He knows his Barraza tech, gets the gravity cancel to take down Boomie, get themselves closer to even LDZ if he gets hit by this air, but Boomie's gonna get in position, make it so IThrowOW has to disengage.
Gravity cancel neutral sig on Barraza's axe is one of my favorite things to see in the game. It's just so cool looking.
It's that offstage reversal ability. Boomie under the stage. Dr. Phazon gets the dare. Boomie's done. It's all up to LDZ. He might be the 1v1 champion, but is he the 2v1 champion?
He has a little bit of room to work with. He's coming in fresh on that stock. Meanwhile, IThrowOW is about to be red. Dr. Phazon kind of midway through orange. They're playing very, very grounded, so he does have that Ragnar side signature. That down air ends up hitting Dr. Phazon. He was looking for that neutral signature for that spiking ability to send IThrowOW down 45 degrees down and left.
IThrowOW completely going under the stage, does not even want to risk being off stage, but LDZ gets the ground pound, and he's got a significant health lead as he gets the dare, and Dr. Phazon is gonna... Oh! He's got the wall touch.
Was he able to get to that wall touch before LDZ?
That was like a 1-frame wall touch. He got the touch enough to get his jumps back, and then immediately let go. Oh, the Sair from LDZ will secure the win. But solid play from the blue team.
Boomie not putting out very much damage. 382 isn't the worst number in the world. IThrowOW putting out 283. Dr. Phazon putting out 489. I'm going to say a lot of that is due just to the very, very early kills that they got on LDZ and Boomie. You didn't see them necessarily getting deep into that red. You weren't seeing 170 damage, 180, 190, 200 damage that you're likely to see from players in the caliber of LDZ and Boomie. But now IThrowOW is actually switching to Roland in the defense stat. This is 9 defense.
I think he recognized that he wasn't able to hold on to his stock, survive, and put out the damage that he originally intended to. So by switching up, going to the Roland with that defense, he's going to have 9 defense and make himself borderline unkillable as long as Boomie and LDZ don't get a gimp, I want to say.
There was 17 defense on the blue team side. 17 defense. That is so much defense. I love that much defense.
Dr. Phazon was not moving there for a second. Boomie was able to get a completely free weapon pickup. But like you were saying, a whole lot of defense on the blue team. And that's, I think it's a little bit more indicative of the NA kind of playstyle with 2v2s. You don't really see those 3 defense characters, the Thatches, the Adas, or the Embers in 2v2s for NA, as Dr. Phazon with a nice neutral sig read sends Boomie off stage.
And he's continuing the damage onto Boomie. In rare form, Boomie is the first one into the red. We're used to seeing him in the yellow at this point. Meanwhile, everybody else is used to being red.
IThrowOW and Dr. Phazon both going for the weapon toss. Try to get the double tap and finish off Boomie. But again, LDZ, he has that great presence of mind in the 2v2 to go over and recognize his teammate is in trouble. Someone's trying to edge guard him. I'll go over there, put pressure out, and make it difficult for them to get that edge guard.
Side airs on the wall coming out from Boomie.
Neutral signature.
And the neutral signature. He has killed so many people. He hits that all the time.
Oh!
I miss it 8 days a week.
Sorry, kills going down everywhere at top of the map. But yeah, Boomie is he is one of the most successful recovery gun users of basically anyone. He's had a couple drops here and there, but other than that, he hits those constantly. Stocks have actually been evened up for the blue team and red team.
What I don't understand from Dr. Phazon so far is where is this Dr. Phazon in ranked? Because I think I have a winning record against him in ranked.
Nah.
I have no idea why. It's not the same one that plays me that we're watching right now.
I mean, it's like I said earlier, there is a difference in mentality between 1v1 and 2v2. Maybe Dr. Phazon he has a better 2v2 mentality. We've seen that here and there. I mean, like the likes of Magma Bob back in the day, he had a lot more successes in his 2v2 game. Maybe Dr. Phazon, he's a 2v2er.
Unarmed ground pound from LDZ. Ooh, gets caught in the downlight side air from Phazon.
IThrowOW is gonna convert with that dare. Boomie's done, but IThrowOW takes him out on his way. LDZ is in the red. There's potential to get the stocks evened up again. Watch for the gravity cancel neutral sig on the right side.
Ooh, almost got the double dare off the side. LDZ taking weapon tosses. Gonna knock him down to his last stock. The blue team in pretty good territory.
The combo. The neutral sig hits. LDZ able to punish a little bit as Dr. Phazon tries to get the kill onto Boomie. Couldn't quite keep that recovery going. But I like the disengagement from Dr. Phazon. After he got the kill onto LDZ with that weapon toss, immediately picked up the guns to lead into that combo onto Boomie, which is part of the reason why Boomie is so close to death. Downlight side air. Boomie's dead again, LDZ. But a little bit more health on the blue team. Can he do it again?
Oh no! You saw Dr. Phazon try to take LDZ with that neutral. I ended up picking up IThrowOW, helping out LDZ.
It's fine. IThrowOW has 9 defense. He can take a couple of those, all right? He's got survivability. Dr. Phazon interrupting the force direction. I'm not sure that Sair would have killed from center stage, so maybe Dr. Phazon just wanted a little bit more damage onto that. I don't see that. Compound comes out. LDZ wants the gimp. Weapon toss connects!
And the bonk on the head from the axe toss. Boomie and LDZ dropping a game to Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW. This is a best of 3. All they got to do is take one more game off of Boomie and LDZ, and they're sending them down into the lower bracket to make a monstrous run, which wouldn't be... I don't have any doubts about that. We've seen a lot of it yesterday in North America and EU, and we saw it earlier today in EU 2v2.
Keep in mind, if Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW win this, they go on to the winners finals to await the winner of Remy and Cody Travis or Astronaut and Starlight. That is also going to be a very difficult match, but regardless, don't want to understate how amazing IThrowOW and Dr. Phazon taking a game off of LDZ and Boomie, the first and second place winners in the NA 1v1 Winter Championship. I mean, that's got to say something.
I mean, even if they don't make it any further than their next lower bracket match, if they lose this, they made Boomie switch to Bodvar. He is absolutely trying hard at this point. You have to believe it. He switched off of Big Hat Lucian and is now on Bodvar.
But what was the phrase? Is it Big Hat, win hearts, win game?
Clear eyes, big hats can't lose.
Sharp sword, nice shoes, wins hearts.
Just because you didn't watch Friday Night Lights doesn't mean nobody else did.
I'm just saying. You can just like Mad Libs phrases all you want. IThrowOW with the downlight side air sends LDZ off stage. Dr. Phazon holding on again. He's doing a great job of not really taking damage early on in these games.
IThrowOW going sword v sword against Boomie on the edge. Ooh, now he quickly retreated back up. Dr. Phazon doing a great job of taking definitely the least amount of damage out of anyone when he has almost the most defense.
I mean,
IThrowOW
second to
wide with
IThrowOW.
that recovery.
Stomp side air, takes down IThrowOW. Nair takes down Dr. Phazon. Double kill for Boomie.
Ooh, Boomie gliding right under that lance throw.
LDZ tries to turn it around. IThrowOW and Dr. Phazon they're trying. They want to even this up as soon as possible. You can see them going very aggressive on stage. IThrowOW is able to convert to the kill. Boomie not able to turn it around onto Dr. Phazon. Side air from IThrowOW evens it up, but Dr. Phazon's actually taking a lot of damage on his second stock.
And he just threw out a sidelight onto IThrowOW.
Just say, hey, remember I'm on your team, all right? I'm just gonna, it's like a tap on the shoulder.
I mean, he could have done that with pretty much any of the other moves. That is one of the most damaging gun moves.
Hey, it's IThrowOW on 9 defense rolling. It's basically nothing. It was like a whisper in his ear. It's cool. IThrowOW off stage. He's gonna go into the shenanigans. LDZ tries to speed dodge to get in position to take him down, but IThrowOW is able to come back up on the stage, and Dr. Phazon not able to stop LDZ. IThrowOW keeps going around the stage. You see him go from the left side down in the shenanigans again and back up.
And LDZ is just chasing him down, hitting him with nairs through the soft platform, trying to get him off the bottom with dares. Ooh, and IThrowOW is putting out serious damage. Sidelight, side air, then a downlight, then a sidelight. But the hammer recovery from Boomie is going to take him out, and Dr. Phazon stuck in recovery frames off of the side signature, gets the gravity cancel neutral sig to counter Boomie's neutral signature.
Oh, but LDZ is chasing very hard onto Dr. Phazon, and the ground pound will take him down. It's all up to IThrowOW now. He's got 2 red health opponents.
Moving down to his last stock, LDZ red on his second stock. They have some solid room to work with against IThrowOW. I think Boomie and LDZ are determined to not drop another game to players that they think are way below their caliber.
I mean, who do they think is on their caliber? Side sig connects. IThrowOW gets taken down. Bare minimum, we know Boomie was fired up due to that switch to the Bodvar. Solid play from the red team, but really I gotta congratulate the blue team. They were able to take a game off of the two first and second place winners of the Winter Championship, and they're not done yet. They go down to the lower bracket to try to continue their run.
But we have moving on to the winners finals will be Boomie and LDZ. I'm definitely considering them probably the top team for the day. But next we have Remy and Cody Travis against Astronaut and Starlight. Remy and Cody Travis were kind of struggling a little bit earlier against Pugsy XD and Egg Soup. They were kind of faltering at different points throughout the game. Meanwhile, Astronaut and Starlight, sorry, the other way around. Astronaut and Starlight, we're seeing them falter throughout a couple times against Egg Soup and Pugsy. Meanwhile, Remy and Cody Travis, they were also faltering at certain times against Cyclist and Isidru. So we're seeing a little bit of consistency issues between the two, probably largely due in part to the fact that they're in new teams. Remy and Cody Travis are a new team. Astronaut and Starlight are a new team, at least tournament-wise.
They're both teams that, I mean, I guess I don't know if you know their history as well. Like, Remy used to be with Boomie, like we were talking about a little while ago. He used to be with Boomie. Boomie subsequently switched to LDZ, and now Remy picked up Cody Travis as his teammate. There's going to be some growing pains there, alongside Starlight, who has rotated around teammates. He had Daiku at BCX, but unfortunately there is an EU-NA divide, and since he is on the NA side across the water, he decided to pick up an NA teammate in Astronaut.
Now, no surprise in the character picks here. Cody Travis back on that Barraza. He's not even starting with the Lucian that he was using earlier. Astronaut, of course, on this Hattori. Everybody is in the normal stance except for Koji. I'm sorry, Remy's Koji. He used to play Koji quite a long time ago. We saw Koji wasn't really played by a lot of people except Dobrain for a while. And then obviously LDZ, who won BCX with him. And then Remy a little bit. He would kind of switch off, sometimes playing it in 1v1 mostly. He would also play it sometimes in 2v2, but now we're seeing him go back to that here. And that's a little bit surprising. I guess Hattori's not going to be working for him here.
I think he's just trying to he's trying to figure out what is going to work out for him. He like we said, he used to play the Koji. He switched to Hattori for a little bit. I think it's mostly just a little bit of that growing pains, just trying to test out the team comp in tournament to see maybe the Hattori worked okay, but maybe the Koji will work better. He's technically had more hours on the Koji, I believe.
He was also having trouble with that Lucian we saw earlier, getting the neutral signature off of Cody Travis's neutral light, but he ends up picking up Cody as Starlight hit him into it.
Not quite enough to take down Astronaut, but you can see Remy is definitely looking for that kill. He does end up finishing it off with that downlight side air, and he's trying to follow up off of Cody Travis. That's that 2v2 practice that Remy has had with Boomie. Is he knows to follow up whenever possible, but Starlight knows to just ground pound his opponents as he takes down Cody Travis.
We've seen very little luck, though, with bow. Usually Remy's sword was a lot stronger than his bow, and we haven't actually seen a lot of success with bow recently. Definitely not in 2v2. There was a Diana earlier in EU, but nothing really. Finally picking up that side signature, then immediately dropping the bow. Now he's got the sword, hits the ground pound on Astronaut, trying to edge guard, but Starlight's there to just put out general pressure.
I don't know if you fully saw that, but Remy just center stage picked up the bow, charged that side stick, and just held it. And he was just like, it's gonna happen. It's okay. Take advantage of the chaos of the 2v2. And Starlight dares right down into it. Remy pulls the trigger and takes down the stock. And Astronaut is in the red. Remy is in the red. And Starlight is juggling Cody.
Remy and Starlight both clashing with the downlight. Oh, Cody Travis picking up that down signature, throwing out a side signature. Astronaut is going to spot dodge that and punish with a side air. Meanwhile, Starlight has switched. Oh, trading a kill out. Cody taking out Astronaut. Recovery? Starlight taking out Remy. Cody almost taking out Starlight with that recovery.
The down stick charged up from Cody Travis, left him in position for Astronaut to just follow after it, get the dare, even up the stocks. Remy's actually taking a lot of damage on the second stock. Hasn't really been able to convert stuff, partly because he was stuck on that bow. There was no real safe weapon for him to pick up. But a nice side sig will take the stock advantage again for the blue team.
Signature hitting Cody Travis. Remy coming in with the side air. Oh, Cody Travis hitting Remy with a nair.
Oh, the nair.
He ground pounded straight into that nair from Starlight. Great timing on that. And Starlight is chasing him down. How many dares was that? Was that 3? There's another dare.
But Remy,
that recovery.
Remy helped him out.
Starlight.
Cody Travis off stage. Remy not able to put pressure out onto Astronaut. He wants to be in position to help out Cody Travis, but every time he gets close, he gets knocked away from the sword game from the red team. Almost walks into his teammate's downlight there.
Down signature picking up both Starlight and Astronaut. Cody looking for another down signature, this time with the axe. That's the second time Cody Travis has picked up somebody with the second swipe of that side signature.
Ooh, but Starlight is going to even it up. Now it's a 1v1, and I think in general, Starlight has had more success in the 1v1 game.
I would definitely say that Remy is probably the weaker 1v1 player here.
Oh!
Downlight Sider not quite killing yet. He's coming. He's coming for the edge guard. He's already refreshed his jumps. The recovery, putting out a hot 20 damage real quick onto Remy, which might be unnecessary at this point.
Side sig from Remy!
Starlight looked like he was in control all up until the end. Remy had stage control, and it was just like that. The second side signature of the day from Remy, and it's going to take out Starlight.
You don't see a lot of his bow play, but when it comes out, he knows to use those bow signatures, specifically the side sig, but I know he's had a lot of success with the down sig as well. Just rolls out, gets the shot, and takes down Starlight for 2, and that's going to give them the lead. It's going to be 1-up for Cody and Remy. Lots of unarmed neutral life so far.
Remy ditching the bow for that sword. Tried to really charge up that side signature, take Astronaut when he was recovering right over that corner. Starlight was there to interrupt it. Ooh, downlight dare. We saw that a bunch from Starlight yesterday. He was able to pick up 2 people with it today, but Cody's able to get a dare of his own and a gravity cancel neutral light, this time picking up both Remy and Starlight.
Cody Travis now switching to the guns is going to lock down both his teammate and the opponent. And with that gun dare, it doesn't have a lot of force, so maybe not the worst decision to try to use that to save Remy's life. Remy's in trouble though off stage, but Astronaut and Starlight are both focusing Cody. Downlights there will take down Remy.
So Astronaut there waiting for Cody Travis to come so he can hit him with a dare. He immediately disengaged though and realized they had the 2v1 onto Remy.
Down sig takes down Starlight.
Downlight dare from Remy. Looking to pretty much stay on Astronaut right now. Misses the side signature. Astronaut punishing with the recovery. Remy rotating in, trying to put some pressure on Starlight, help Cody out a little bit.
And you're seeing Cody Travis recognizes Astronaut is getting close to kill range. He's starting to go for that down sig, picks it up, takes down Astronaut, but now Remy's the one with the target on his back. He's in the red. Downlight side air from Astronaut will take down Remy.
This game is pretty much dead even right now. Starlight getting deep into that red. Cody is about to peek into the red if he takes too much more damage, but he is just throwing out gun hitboxes all over the place at Astronaut. Side air, nair, dare. Another dare, picking up with a nair.
He also has the advantage in just general defense, so it's going to take a little bit more than a couple hits to send him down to the kill range, whereas that recovery from Cody Travis, had it been a little bit higher, could have very easily taken down Starlight. Downlight Sam from Remy, wrong target.
Air. Remy with a critical mistake. And Cody Travis is going to be the first of the 2 stock havers to fall.
All right, if you're on the blue team, I gotta ask you, Sparky, do you focus down Astronaut, go for the 2v1 on a Starlight, or do you try to even up the stocks, take down Starlight, and just go for more 2v2 action? It seems like Cody Travis is gonna hit the down sig, but is that
I think I would try to focus down Astronaut. I think Astronaut's rotation game, helping out Starlight, is just a little bit better than Starlight's was helping out Astronaut. Starlight has still been there in the clutch multiple times over, but I think Astronaut's just been a little bit better at it. And of course, he was in his last stock, and he's now in orange.
Ooh. Well, it seems like the blue team made a little bit of a mistake taking down Starlight. Now they have just Cody Travis to hold the stock.
Downlight, neutral light coming from Starlight. That was an interesting choice. I'm sure he had something in mind. The way that Astronaut and Starlight have been following up off of each other, there's no way that that was just a fluke or a rare misinput. I don't expect things like that coming from Starlight.
You know, he likes to go for the double downlights. In general, he'll try to optimize damage whenever possible. Maybe he was going for a double downlight and press the light attack a little bit too early. Couldn't quite get the down input.
Oh, look!
What?
Look at the damage number. Look what Starlight did. Look at it.
836.
That is so much damage coming from one person.
Oh, I thought this was like a meme thing that I was like, I don't know this,
That's just
this
a lot
meme.
of damage coming from one person. We've seen games today where an entire team didn't do 836 damage. That is so much damage coming out of Starlight. I'm trying to think, maybe that downlight gravity cancel neutral light was to keep his opponent just stuck in the animation frames for so long so Astronaut can come follow up with a kill move. I'm not sure. I don't want to dwell on that too long though, because that was just a small facet of the insane damage.
It was interesting. It wasn't what we would normally have expected. Generally, you would have gone for like a downlight side air, go for the kill option. But regardless, Starlight not touched. Remy and Cody already getting close to the orange.
Cody getting some nice down air, side airs, getting one nair, not picking up the second one. Ends up picking up ends up picking up Astronaut in an unarmed nair. We're seeing the rare on stage Asuri neutral signature, picking up Cody. Not really able to turn it into a kill, but that's some damage nonetheless.
A whole lot of damage converted out onto the blue team. The gravity cancel side sig from Astronaut covers high. Starlight was low in case Cody Travis went low, but Cody Travis does get killed. He does trade out with that down sig. Astronaut, oh, the bow toss knocks him out of the down sig. And Starlight's gonna get the kill with that unarmed side air.
Now, every other time we've seen a bow in Remy's hands, it almost always led to a kill, usually with a side signature. He wasn't able to do that really with either of the teammates, both of which were in red.
And it seems like he wants to switch back to the sword as well. Maybe build up more damage onto Starlight or wait for the kill opportunity on Astronaut. Oh, Cody Travis with a nice recovery comes through, doesn't even connect onto Remy. They're going to now go for the 2v1 onto Starlight, try to get the power play, but Starlight very intelligently goes off stage and tries to wait for his teammate to get there.
Back-to-back downlight siders. I think that second one was actually a dare. Coming from one from the red team, one from the blue team. It is very much a sword-driven battle right now. Cody, the only one who doesn't have a sword, is unarmed. Ooh, downlight neutral signature coming from Astronaut. I think Cody Travis ended up going back into that.
I think we saw that a number of times yesterday in the 1v1s. I can't remember which player it was, but it seems like Astronaut was watching, keeping note of that, and trying to use it to his own advantages. Cody Travis picks up a nice recovery. Astronaut not too damaged, and he completely disengages. Again, it seems like the red team recognizes that they don't want to get in a spot where they can get 1v2'd, so they almost always disengage, go to the outside, and wait for their teammate to respawn.
On that recovery from Cody Travis, I think he steered that away. I think he ended up maybe not hitting Astronaut, or he was trying to really focus on Starlight so that he could get the confirmed kill, because I don't think it would have killed Astronaut. So it shows a little bit of the
follow-up.
the right thinking.
It's very intelligent plays on both sides. I mean, to the point where they got here in the winners semis, of course. They're intelligent 2v2ers. on all sides. Remy, he's holding down the stocks for his team. He's the only one in the red, or only one in the second stocks. Cody Travis just putting a little bit more damage onto him. Downlight Nair!
So many sword swinging noises coming out. Remy now finally on his last stock. Starlight and Cody Travis both in the orange. Astronaut aggressing hard onto Cody Travis, using those chain dodges.
Oh, Remy dropped the bow down. He wanted to throw it away and maybe try to follow up with an unarmed move, but ends up bonking Cody Travis and bouncing him up into Astronaut's gravity cancel side sig, leading to just more damage conversion onto Cody Travis. Cody Travis back on the guns, back on the axe. Back on the guns. Cody Travis, I think he's just trying to clear the board, recognizes that Astronaut is unarmed right now. Just wants to try to keep anything out of the red team's hands, picks up the recovery onto Starlight, and it's all up to Astronaut.
He also could just be kind of weighing in his kill options at any given moment, whether he could hit an axe side air, axe recovery, axe ground pound, or maybe trying to force the gun recovery. But Astronaut hitting that spear recovery, taking out Cody. It's now Remy versus Astronaut. Last time it was Remy versus Starlight, arguably the stronger 1v1 player, and Remy ended up taking it. Oh, throwing the bow away, leaving himself unarmed. There is a weapon spawn there, throwing that away.
Just trying to deny everything.
Focusing on the sword, even though it was the bow side signature that took out Starlight last game. I don't know if they're in downlight side air territory, if that will kill at this point. Remy throwing a weapon away again.
There's just a very intense game of footsies right now, as neither of them wants to make the big commitment, the big mistake. Remy tries to get a read with that down sig, but he ends up getting a little bit punished for it.
I think that was Remy just saying, like, there's no way he would expect a Koji down sig on sword. There's no way that anybody would do that at this point, so that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, it's one of the most unused sigs just because it's hard to be so precise, and Astronaut gets the downlight Sair, picks up the book, reads it backwards, and gets the win. Is going to continue on, takes Starlight and Astronaut to the finals to fight Boomie and LDZ.
And we will be moving straight in to that match in the winners finals. This is a best of 5. Boomie, I mean, LDZ is hovering through a bunch of different characters, so I'm not going to say that Boomie's going to play Diana. We saw Diana earlier. We saw some Diana yesterday. I think we saw some Diana earlier today. Not a lot of success with it. Pretty much nobody has had success with Diana. Even when Dobrain played Diana, not a lot of success with her.
I think Dobrain's like one of the only people who really gave her a shot. Like, a lot of people, they'll play guns, they'll play bow, but very infrequently are both of those played at the same time. Like we were saying with LDZ played bow for a while, but it was with the Koji pick. And then everyone else who played guns played like Lucian. Who else? Who's got guns? That's it.
Nobody's really played Vrax.
I know.
There's a little bit of Barraza.
When they played Cassidy, it was usually Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Like Boomie would play Hammer Cassidy. So I guess Ada, but Crocky plays Spear Ada. Regardless, guns and
not Crocky. Yeah, Crocky does play Spear Ada. He says he plays gun Ada, but I just really never believe him when he says that. Because he absolutely plays a Spear Ada. 100% he plays a Spear Ada.
But regardless, it seems like Boomie, this might be a bait though. There's potential here for Boomie to be just going for the hard bait, pretending he's going to play the Diana. Right now, it seems like we're waiting for Twilight to come back into this.
Starlight. We're waiting for Starlight.
Starlight.
I wish Boomie would play Diana. I want to see good Diana play because visually she's one of my favorite characters. The skin that he has right now, that is a cool skin. That's one of the few skins that I actually own. Love the bow skin. Love the actual clothes that she's wearing. Her neutral signature, when you just hold it on guns and it's like that little potion that's just like floating in the air. So cool. Gun down signature is awesome. She has the down X into up Y. One of my favorite lesser known memes that came out of...
Is it a true combo now?
Yeah, it's true now.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they had changed it off of that since it became a true combo, but yeah, the down X to up Y is it's a true combo for the Diana, and it seems like he's sticking with this pick.
I don't want to hold my breath for that. I don't want to get my hopes up. Astronaut and Starlight still sticking with their standard character picks. Astronaut actually using, that's the best Hattori skin. I will debate that until the end of time.
Nope,
that is the best Hattori skin.
Kitsune.
It's really not. That's
Kitsune.
the best one.
You gotta get that weeb stuff. Astronaut, he's got the Japanese flag as his icon. He's got to get more weeb inside of him with that Kitsune skin.
I mean, he's wearing the like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance skin.
Who's the character? Raiden. Raiden, right?
Yeah.
It's the Raiden skin. But regardless, it is gonna be an alien with a robot girl going up against a mecha dragon and a monster hunter or survivalist. It's gonna be Boomie on the Diana, Ragnir on LDZ on Ragnir, Astronaut on the Hattori, Starlight on the Asuri in the winners finals of this 2v2, and we're going to Great Hall.
And LDZ is the only one using stances. A lot of stances we saw earlier today, a bunch of stances yesterday as well in 1v1. But in this game alone, LDZ is the only one using a stance, and he's using the defense stance. I 100% agree with it because you're just able to survive longer in 2v2. You're gonna take damage. Nobody doesn't take damage.
I don't know. There was a moment there where Boomie had not taken any damage. LDZ was just busy putting out damage with his unarmed combos, going for downlights and ground pounds on stage. Astronaut off stage. Boomie follows up with a Sair, and they're turning around. Both of them going off stage to try to chase down Starlight.
It's just complete chaos right now. Players picking up multiple opponents and teammates. Ooh, there's the neutral signature. Was that a down X to up Y? I didn't know if he got the down X.
I don't think he got the down X, but he did get the up Y, which is I mean, that's the critical part. That's the kill part of the combo. Nice follow-up from Starlight off the side air, picking up just before the force sends him away. Side air is LDZ off stage as well, and Astronaut is able to follow up with a weapon toss dare. LDZ does have the jumps to get back up, and Boomie not able to punish Astronaut for it.
Great timing from Starlight on everything so far today. His follow-ups have been so on point. Now immediately disengaging from LDZ, going after Boomie. Immediately disengaging from Boomie, going after LDZ. Side light turnaround, neutral light onto Boomie. Look at this rotation game, engagement, disengagement coming from Starlight.
It's both Starlight and Astronaut. It's not just Starlight who's going between the two. It's really Astronaut and Starlight. They go, okay, we're gonna go on to Boomie now, and then once they knock Boomie away, they're okay, now it's time to turn on to LDZ. They just put pressure on both sides, just sending them back and forth, making it very difficult. But Boomie, he's able to pick up the down sig in between all the chaos. Ground pound comes out, not enough.
Ooh, side signature. I don't see a lot of people hitting with that. It's not 100% super long range, but it's also not close range. Boomie knowing the exact spacing for that. This is, again, his character pool. We talked about it yesterday. He has counter pick options. He has, I'm just going to play this person because I feel like playing them right now. His character pool is so large.
Interesting to say, he played Sentinel yesterday. Have we seen his Sentinel today?
We have not. Unless it was played earlier and we just didn't happen to see it.
Okay. But yeah, he plays Wheel of Characters. Really whatever he feels like fits the situation. And it gives him a lot of versatility, a lot of optionry to work for the team. But Astronaut on stage, sticking with the Hattori, just gets a simple side sig to take down Boomie. LDZ off stage trying to get the Gimp.
Oh! If Starlight would not have taken that ground pound, LDZ would have been 100% dead.
Well, it's okay, because last time Astronaut took the ground pound, so yeah, just a little back and forth between the two. Dares from both red team members.
He gets the kill on
ground
Starlight.
pound.
Astronaut might have actually ended up saving. Boomie is there to get the double kill for the win. And Boomie taking every single kill. That's like the 4th time today we've seen somebody take all 6 stocks.
I mean, it's sometimes that's the strat, right? Like sometimes there's one of the characters is just there to rotate and try to just add up damage whenever possible, and the other one is there, you know, back in the day that was kind of the LDZ or the Lands and Effie combo, right? Lands would be that 8-4 Scarlet and build up those kills, where Effie was rotating around with Hattori to build up damage. But it seems like maybe something similar happening here, where Boomie's the big killer and LDZ just holds down the fort, builds up damage, and rotates around.
Now see, whenever I play with a 2v2 partner, my partner gets mad at me when I get 0 kills. But like, that's what LDZ does.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
as good as LDZ.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure most of your 2v2 partners just get more upset that you hit them. I think that's the critical thing.
Well, that's
there.
just you. You're the only one I hit. When I play with Troy, I don't hit him. Actually, no, I hit him a lot. I hit him more than I hit you.
Wow, that's a hard stat to beat. But LDZ in the red at the top of the map, but Starlight and Astronaut again. Once they hit someone away, they completely disengage, go for the other person. They love these power plays, and the gravity cancel side sig connects onto LDZ. Starlight and Astronaut gonna take the lead. Oh, Boomie turns it around with the recovery.
After getting chased so high in the air, Starlight hits that unarmed recovery off the screen. I don't know how these players understand really where they are in the screen, so they're able to hit stuff like that somewhat regularly.
I mean, Starlight, he's been consistently looking for that recovery into the Nair for the kill at the top of the map. I think Boomie recognized that and kind of floated down a little bit, fast fall to get underneath it, and then use that recovery to turn it around. Great decision making from Boomie, great recognition of Starlight's habits. And recoveries on both guitar characters.
It was both Neutralite, Starlight, LDZ hitting their respective opponents. Guitar, Neutralite, both hitting the recovery in an X fashion. That looked like a synchronized like jet fighter force whenever they make shapes in the sky.
So, synchronized Brawlhalla when? I want to give that a 10 out of 10.
Oh my goodness, that would be incredible.
LDZ gets the recovery. Boomie able to follow up, gets the kill, but Astronaut gets the double.
Astronaut now surviving, not quite as well as he was earlier when he won a game without dying, but he is just now getting out of the yellow on his second stock. As he's matched up against LDZ, LDZ rotating over to Starlight, ends up hitting Boomie with a downlight, not too much damage. Ends up ground pounding. We saw Starlight hit a lot of people who were ground pounding down onto him with a Nair, killing them off the top. He wasn't able to pick up LDZ with it.
And LDZ again sticking with that ground pound game onto Starlight. Boomie ground pounds onto both. Oh, he's just taking down LDZ.
Oh, and the recovery
Boomie
clashing with side airs. Or sorry, Starlight's side air.
LDZ does get the turnaround dare onto Starlight. It's all up to Astronaut. Bumps his head. LDZ is able to convert to the kill, but he's deep red. One slight mistake and Astronaut could get this.
And at this point, there are spear reliable kill options.
Sword reliable kill
There are
options.
sword reliable kill options. Of course, he has the down signature on sword that is one of the most difficult moves to punish, but he doesn't even need that. He just plays on the left side of the stage and is able to get a single side air. Doesn't even need the downlight before it. Taking out LDZ, tying up the set.
1-1. LDZ and Boomie are tied up, like you're saying, with Starlight and Astronaut. We go back and do it. It's Twilight in the map. I'm falling apart in this sentence. Starlight and Astronaut. They're gonna pick Twilight Grove. What do you think of this map? It's generally kind of constricting in the 2v2 setting.
I think a player specifically like Boomie, and I'll include Astronaut in that as well, with their movement, they're able to use that island to get in and around and recover safely. Not necessarily to shark around the island, but to fake which direction they're going, and they're just able to use that island to their advantage. See, when I play on this map, that island is a disadvantage because I'll hit rack side sigs, hitting my opponent and bouncing them off the island for days, and I'll never be able to pick up off of that.
I mean, I think you know how much I like being on that island and going for a stomp and a neutral sig with Taros on that island.
That's because you're a dirty Taros player and that'll kill in basically yellow.
It kills. It's pretty nice. But regardless, Starlight and Astronaut are the ones at the deficit in health right now. From the island, point being, it's pretty close to the kill box. If you can get a nice downlight Sarah off the island, it'll get pretty close to finishing off a stock in early red.
Ooh,
Island saves Boomie, and LDZ gets the Sair.
That was a nice dodge through from Astronaut. It did send Boomie ricocheting off the island, but that was a great dodge through pivot side signature. You don't see a lot of side signatures. Oh, and there's a neutral signature coming from Boomie. That one didn't have the down X right before it, though.
It's just, he's going for the raw up wise. He doesn't know the combo.
He must have not watched Nairo play.
Must not know. I mean, Nairo's, he's a filthy smash casual, so. LDZ using that island to get his jumps back, get back to safety, and try to convert more damage, but Astronaut just gonna send him right into the corner, takes him down. Boomie, left side, gonna disengage from Starlight because he knows that Astronaut is in position, and he gets the ground pound as Starlight rolls over the corner.
Oh, Boomie was looking to ground pound Astronaut there, and Starlight ended up helping his teammate with that recovery, completely interrupting him. This winner's final is almost dead even in health, but Starlight is behind a stock. Boomie's able to recover back to the island, immediately turning around, throwing 2 side airs out.
Left side, LDZ got the finishing blow with a side sig onto Astronaut. 2-stock lead for the red team. Boomie is in the red, but he's been able to hold on to the stock for a while. LDZ able to position himself, help out Boomie whenever things get a little bit too hairy. What? The dare connects for Starlight.
Nice neutral signature coming out from LDZ and the
toss.
block on the head. You see
Astronaut!
Oh, own stock because of it. Oh my gosh, that was almost an incredible save. You never see people going that deep for it. That is a teammate. Astronaut is a teammate.
Live together, die together. That's one of those things where it's like, if it works, Astronaut's a god. If it doesn't, he's got the biggest egg on his face. It's like an ostrich egg just like got thrown on his face. It's huge.
And those are big eggs. I've seen ostrich eggs before.
You can Google it. You can figure out what an ostrich egg looks like. But point being, Astronaut, unfortunately this time, it's the ostrich that laid the egg on the Astronaut. And we go to game 4. 1 game away from Boomie and LDZ going to the grand finals. Right side, Boomie gets Saired, and that is going to be a kill for Starlight.
LDZ playing very, very low. Astronaut going for the gravity cancel downlight, ends up abandoning that idea and going just straight for the raw ground pound, taking out LDZ off the bottom. Starlight and Astronaut with a reasonable lead right now. Astronaut just in the orange. Starlight now just getting into the red, able to avoid that ground pound. LDZ still playing very riskily with it.
He's just staying unarmed against Starlight, wants to even up these stocks, wants to get that kill as quickly as possible, but Boomie right side gets a gravity cancel down sig, takes down Astronaut's stock, and they're going to try to convert another kill onto Starlight. The recovery doesn't connect.
That signature is hard to hit, but hits like a truck.
Which one?
The down signature on the guns.
Oh, yeah, that thing, it's a great reversal. You see a lot of Dianas whenever they're playing, they try to go to the edge of the map and just throw those out. It's hard to set up. Side to connects onto LDZ. LDZ gets a dare down light loop. Couldn't quite keep it going. Wanted to convert into a neutral light. Oh, neutral light recovery onto Starlight. Boomie going to the outside. Can Starlight finish it off? Yes, he can with that dare. And LDZ is able to punish him a little bit, but Astronaut's holding on to this stock for the team.
LDZ not in great shape after getting just completely gimped. Those sword down airs were just too much for him to handle. The neutral light's coming out, one from Spear, one from LDZ's Axe. Sidelight side air with Boomie following up with another side air, and
nice
LDZ following up with a side air of his own.
Side stick connects.
Great strings coming out, team strings coming out from Boomie and LDZ. Not just one dropping the ball and the other one picking it up. It was back and forth and back and forth.
So I got to admit, I thought LDZ had an extra stock. Someone there, did he get gimped?
LDZ ended up getting gimped on the left side of the screen. It was like 3 down airs, and he kept panic jumping into them.
Well, he's on his final stock. He's in the red. Boomie and Astronaut actually about even in health. But Boomie's got he's got a tag team partner. He's got that follow-up opportunity, and LDZ is gonna follow up off the downlight with his down air.
Oh, nice neutral signature coming from LDZ. He started to pick up Boomie in it. He picked him up in the flame breath, but the move ended up dropping. Not really seen that pick up multiple people before. But Boomie, even though he didn't put out too much damage, LDZ was there to pick up a little bit of the slack, putting out 551, taking a massive 5 KOs out of the total 6. But on the other hand, Starlight, somehow with his 2 KOs, only put out 244
they're
damage.
Gimp KOs, right?
They are Gimp KOs.
They're Gimp KOs. They're low damage, but they're very efficient, very quick kills. But with that, we are about to go down the lower bracket, but I think it's time to finish up a little interview between White Sheepy and Dobrain. Gonna toss it over right there.
Hey, and welcome back. This is the Brawlhalla Winter Championship. I am White Sheepy. I'm here with Dobrain. We are finishing our interview from earlier. So, I have a question for you, and you might have thought about this. So, any
Unexpected.
players, any players you're excited or nervous to go up against, or any new players you have been keeping an eye out for?
So I might have problems against Maltimo, the BCX top 2, seed 15 I believe, that's not bad. Iram or Daika, maybe Daika as well. So a lot of players are actually playing like much better now than you used to play before. So a lot of players are actually closer to the skill level that we can name good. So we'll see.
Well, are you nervous playing against some of these guys? I mean, I know you play and
I might have
spar
problems.
with. Yeah.
Like, I think it's still like 50-50, maybe 60-40. Who knows? Who knows?
All right. I like that confidence. That's what I feel like. That's what a top player like you should have. So okay, great, dude. We are definitely going to see these guys in the tournament. And yeah, we'll see if you are going to be duking it out with them. So just looking at the bracket, what we have right now is just kind of like the pre-bracket. Do you have any predictions on who will advance to top 16 or even top 8?
Oh, it's a tough one, but my top 8 would be me probably.
Of course.
Daiku, Maltimum, Iram, then Effie, Adimastic, Cake, and Stimpy, I think. And that's just top 8. I don't know about top 16. There are a lot of good players, like many good players, like insane amount of good players. So I don't know. It's probably gonna be like, I probably won't even reach top 8. Like,
No, don't say that.
Who knows?
It's true. I mean, a lot of things can happen during this tournament. We've seen upsets before in the past, but you know, I'm just gonna put this out there. I am hoping that you will be in top 8. So I'm gonna let you know that I'm a fan. So, but you're right.
Thanks.
You're welcome. The people that you named for top 8, those were definitely some great, amazing top players that were actually out at BCX last season. And I know you weren't able to make it, and that was super unfortunate. We definitely missed you out there. So I have one more question for you, though, just for kicks. So the people at home can get to know you. What do you like to do in your free time? Or, what are your aspirations and future goals?
So I study architecture and design in my city's university. But most of my free time, if I'm not in university, of course, I just spend with my friends or girlfriend. And when I'm home, I play Brawlhalla, obviously, unexpected, I guess, and other games like Overwatch. But my goal for this year is to win every single 1v1 tournament, of course, 1v1 at least. So maybe 2v2 with Daiku, who knows? Even though, like, I know it will be harder than ever, and of course, become BCX 2017 champion. Like last year, LG got a little bit lucky with my visa issues. Not this year, though. Not this year.
Oh, well,
So
you guys heard it here first. Dobrin is going for the world championship. He's already calling out LDZ there, so you guys watch out. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out and just having this interview with me. It was a pleasure talking to you. And did you have any last words you want to say for your fans out there?
no.
All right, dude. So, thank you so much once again for having that interview with me.
Thank you.
And for those at home, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We are going to have more of the Brawlhalla Winter Championship.
And we are back. Hopefully, I am not
I can
somehow forced muted. You can hear me? We're good?
We're good. I think, can they hear me? We're good?
So, yeah, I mean, I can hear you. Second
hear
time's the charm.
I mean, yeah, it's nothing happened earlier. It's cool. We're back. We're in the lower quarters, and we're going to be starting off with some people we've seen a little while ago. For those of you who are just now joining us, like I said, we're in the lower quarters, and we're going to be watching Dr. Phazon with his teammate IThrowOW. There's a bunch of owls. And they're going to be going up against Cyclist and Isidru in the red.
Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW got put into lower bracket by Boomie and LDZ. Cyclist and Isidru got put in by Remy and Cody Travis. And we're actually seeing Dr. Phazon switch from the Barraza that he was playing earlier to the Cassidy. We haven't seen a lot of Cassidy. I like that skin. I like the guns on that skin a lot.
I mean, that's not the, those aren't.
No,
those
I mean,
process
the
guns.
actual guns that you get when you purchase
like,
that skin. I like those a lot. I'm actually not a fan of those guns from
from Cross.
that Cross skin is called.
Is that the military cross?
Oh, military cross is the 1911s. That's from the like horns cross.
Oh,
Yo,
no,
is
no,
Dr.
no.
Phazon listening?
That's not the
He
horns.
switched for a second.
Is that the horns cross? I thought that was the Tommy gun cross. It's the one with the mafia boss.
Yeah,
the pinstripe
those
suit.
are Tommy guns.
Right, it's the pinstripe suit cross.
Yeah.
Cross. Yeah, you said the
Is that
horns
not-
cross.
Is
No,
that
there's
not the
a
horns
demon
cross?
You're not allowed to talk about your skins after Cassidy had to come in here and correct you on the gun.
Nah,
the
see,
needle
my
gun,
mistake
alright?
there was I thought that the tube skin, I thought that had the tusks on it. I forgot that was the with the like jean denim jacket thing that has the sleeves cut off. That's not my fault.
All right. Well, regardless, I gotta say I'm not a big fan of this pick, this switch from the Barraza. I like the defensive Barraza. You and I are kind of in agreement on defense is a good stat to have in the 2v2 setting. But Dr. Phazon, he is going to be putting on the defense stance, so he has a little bit more of that defense. He's also got the hammer, which will be a solid kill option for him, and he's still got a decent amount of dexterity in that 7 dex. So he's got a lot of combo potential. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the first weapon for his team.
It's all right. It's first game. If he dies too quickly, that's when you switch to Barraza. Otherwise, Cassidy is an incredible character. 7-dex hammer is incredible. Her guns are great. Signature kit, fantastic, especially in the guns. Maybe not so much with the hammer, though the down signature on hammer is coming back into play just because it's so bad nobody expects it.
Yo, everyone needs to play like Boy Scouts, expect the unexpected. Dr. Phazon does get a nice recovery on Isidru, but unfortunately Isidru, he's looking pretty, not too damaged. He's gonna be able to shake off that recovery as IThrowOW has already gotten taken down to his second stock.
Expect the unexpected is not a Boy Scouts thing. It's be prepared.
What's the expected? Is that G.I. Joe? No, that's knowledge is power. What's expect the unexpected? Is that just a phrase?
I don't know. I think that's just a phrase. I was a Boy Scout. So.
Were you an Eagle Scout?
Oh God, no.
I was a Cub Scout.
I was too.
Yeah. Shoutouts to the Scouts. Cyclist does get taken down. Left side IThrowOW trying to put more damage on top of him. Dr. Phazon, despite having less defense on his team, he's the only one in 3 stocks.
You doubted that.
I did.
He's
I
really
did.
close to dying here off of that
He's fine.
axe
He's
recovery.
fine. He's fine.
A ton of force. He's lucky that sent him to the right and not hitting him right on the top. He would have definitely been dead. Finally falling.
Downlight is not a frequent kill option. It does have quite a bit of variable force, so as it gets later on, it makes it a lot harder to combo off of, but still in general, it's not as frequent of a kill option as say, like an axe recovery or an axe there. Down sig connects for Isidru. That's also not a frequent kill option, just because a lot of people, they stay above it. They'll float above it, and it's completely punishable from high.
Seeing Dr. Phazon just kind of rotate freely. He was on the left fighting up against Cyclist. He ended up running to the right. You saw Cyclist just trying to catch up to him and put out damage. Wasn't able to do much of anything. Then he came over and was able to put pressure onto Isidru, and Cyclist was just having trouble keeping up with him. The ground pound attempted on Dr. Phazon ends up sending Isidru to his death on the right.
The stocks have been even up, but Dr. Phazon is the one in trouble. Uses that Sair, but he can't get the wall touch. I thought he had a recovery still in his kit, but it seems like he burned everything. Couldn't quite get the wall touch. Just got the hammer in hand. There comes out. Cyclist gets hit by the weapon toss, and he's done. Oh, the weapon toss from Isidru. What's up?
IThrowOW is very close to dying, just barely daring under that ground pound. You see Cyclist coming over, looking for the down signature. He slid charged the heck out of that. Sending IThrowOW in the air. He went for the slide charge down sig.
Oh, IThrowOW had the double stomp. Oh, he gets caught by the recovery. And now it's all up to the 4 defense Cassidy. Can he do it? This is one of those situations where Cassidy's not the worst just because you've got that 7 dexterity. It's going to cut down on some of the recovery time. So he's got a little bit more of a safety net, but at the same time, it's still 1v2, you know?
Oh, and the downlight. Isidru saw that coming, immediately queued up that side signature. Ended up hitting his teammate as well, but completely that didn't matter. Dr. Phazon able to put out only 364 damage compared to IThrowOW's 501, Cyclist 525, and Isidru's 659. He's gonna have to step it up. And I didn't actually notice. I'm seeing.
He did. He swapped. I know you're thinking.
Yeah, IThrowOW swapping to Hattori.
Dr. Phazon swapped to the Barasa, so we've got them going back to what I presume was kind of their mainstay team. I guess they wanted to try out something different. Sometimes when one person wants to play, you know, like if maybe IThrowOW wanted to play Bodvar and they had a combo with a double hammer, so Dr. Phazon was forced to the Cassidy. Seems like they're going back to the old combo of Hattori and the Barasa, and he doesn't have the Tusky mask. He's got the breathalyzer mask.
That's again, I don't think you know what a breathalyzer is because this is the second time.
Okay,
that's not what a breathalyzer
name it a
is.
thing. Name it. Is it the skull?
A respirator.
The skull face? Respirator, whatever.
Breathalyzer and respirators are 2 completely different devices for 2 completely different things.
What scuba tank?
That's a rebreather.
Okay. I haven't used any of them, so you know, whatever. Can you get one of those asthma like things? Just like put one of those little like asthma sprayers.
I'm trying to remember what that's called. My sister has asthma, but I can't remember what that is. That might be an aspirator?
Can we get an artificial lung skin where he's got just like one of those like metal things that drags behind him? Everybody's in the red. Dr. Phazon drops a recovery.
That's an oxygen tank.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying things at this point. Dr. Phazon nair Cyclist so close to death. Everybody again is in the red, and it's gonna be Isidru who gets the first kill onto IThrowOW.
I'm glad we're back on actually casting because this is the tournament, not you tell me what you think things are and I tell you what things actually are.
Hey, I'm not a dictionary, all right? Side air from Dr. Phazon, still not enough to finish off Cyclist. Isidru is gonna get the recovery. IThrowOW trades it out, but he needs the kill on his Cyclist.
That recovery not quite
Nair.
enough. The
No,
nair
no.
absolutely will kill. down air into a neutral light. The neutral signature ends up picking up IThrowOW. There's another neutral signature, that time picking up Dr. Phazon. IThrowOW edge guarding hard with that spear ground pound, trying to pick him up with the recovery. Dr. Phazon hits a down line into a side light.
Oh!
Ends up picking up his teammate.
The setup from Cyclist sending IThrowOW into the ground pound. Dr. Phazon was looking for the ground pound onto IThrowOW, but IThrowOW unfortunately tanks it for him. And IThrowOW is going to turn it into a kill onto Dr. Phazon. Stock advantage in the way of the red team. Gravity cancel neutral! Cyclists can't get the wall touch. Stocks have been even up. They do have the weapon control. They've got the stage control, but they're not even going to go for the power play. They wait for both Cyclists and IThrowOW to come back onto stage before they engage.
I get hit by that Bryn down signature on Axe 8 days a week, and he just got the most perfect punish on it.
Oh, but Dr. Phazon, he's taken so much damage. He gets caught from behind by the side sig from IThrowOW. That's the second time that he's been caught in the gun attack animation, and IThrowOW takes full advantage, gets the side sig to finish him off, and that is going to be a quick 2-0 going the way of Cyclist and IThrowOW.
And again, we're just seeing major damage deficits. Both Cyclist and IThrowOW putting out over 500 damage. Meanwhile, IThrowOW putting out under 400, and Dr. Phazon just putting a little bit over 400. Not huge damage numbers coming out from the blue team, and solid damage numbers coming out from the red team. Meanwhile, IThrowOW, he got 4 of those kills. That is a solid majority. Meanwhile, Dr. Phazon ended up picking up 1 of the kills for the red team.
Solid stuff from the red team. It was a very axe-centric thing, kind of similar to what we saw with the EU side. I think Dobrin and Daiku were going for the double dragon strat, but IThrowOW wants to mix it up. Maybe he's a little bit more familiar with the spear kit, so he switches to the Bryn. But still, they've got the axes. Huge sweeping hitboxes, covers so much space. And then IThrowOW, he's got just the understanding of the Bryn kit, the Bryn signature kit, to get the solid punishes to take down stocks. And with that, we are going to continue on to the other side of the bracket, where it looks like Remy and Cody Travis are going to be fighting a bot. Is this the combo showcase now?
I mean, it is a medium bot, so I think he's going to give Remy and Cody Travis a run for their money.
It's going to be tough, man. I've seen medium bot take stocks off of people before.
I mean, if I have a player who disconnects in my ranked games and a bot comes back in, usually I was
the
that
bot will
much
take
better
a
than the
stock off
person.
of me.
Yeah, I'm more worried a lot about the bot than I am against the person who usually disconnects out of rage.
Absolutely, I've been in those spots where like you're like almost about to 3-stock them, right? You get into the red, they disconnect, and suddenly there's a bot there that just throws out a random signature that you're not expecting. And dude, bots are tough. Right.
They are tough, but we are still waiting on Noel and Blood Diamond. It looks like the bots were disconnected or DQ'd. I think they were actually DQ'd out of the tournament. Noel and Blood Diamond are going to be subbing in for them. Meanwhile, in losers semifinals, Cyclist and IThrowOW will be waiting there for the winner of this Noel Blood Diamond and Remy Cody Travis game. We're already seeing Remy hover on that Hattori. Is he going to stick with this, or is he going to go back to the Koji that he was playing earlier, or the Lucian that he was playing even before that?
What just happened? 1 second. Okay. I wanted to go through the bracket real quick because we've got a little bit of time here while we wait for Noel and Blood Diamond to get back into this. We are down here in the lower quarters. We just saw Cyclist and IThrowOW take down Dr. Phazon and IThrowOW there, like you were saying, waiting in the the lower semis. The winner of that will go on to fight Astronaut and Starlight. Right now, we are waiting on Noel and Blood Diamond to come in, and they'll be fighting Remy and Cody Travis. We did see Noel and Blood Diamond. Apparently, they've taken down Stevenator and Silly Gobi, so we will not be seeing any more Russian Mafias, at least from Stevenator. But we all see Noel and Blood Diamond. They took down Gilox and Renum. They took down Wrenched and Minivesin, which is a pretty strong team in and of themselves. And Jellyfish and Arkosh actually got taken down by Gilox and Renum. Do you know anything about these guys?
I don't know Gilox and Renum at all. Those are not names that I've ever heard in my life.
They also beat Mike the Swipe, and I believe that's Stefan Fro. Is that right?
Those are names that I'm familiar with, both of them actually. But
Kinda
so
was
yeah, that was probably a good win for them.
Yeah. Over here on the bracket, Stevenator and Silly Gobe, they took down Krylik. As we said, Crocky and Doppy. Unfortunately, Crocky had to go to work, so Stevenator and Silly Gobe got the bye to continue on to fight Noel and Diamond. We see Lobo and Enya got taken down by Eno and Krylik. So we talked about Wrenched and Minivesin. Oh, I hear people. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We are all good. Noel and Blood Diamond are here
just hop in.
against Cody Travis and Remy. The early hover from Remy on that Hattori is going to be his choice of play for this game. Noel on a Surrey, Blood Diamond on Hattori. No surprises there. A little bit of a maybe more. What's the word when somebody doesn't have defense? Squishy. That's the word. Sorry, I don't actually play MOBAs.
I mean, fragile is also a valid word if we were looking for Mad Libs, I guess. But regardless, Remy, he has taken quite a bit of damage, but he's been able to extend stocks pretty frequently. We've seen him be one of the last people standing in multiple tournaments. I'm thinking back to BCX, where he had to fight a 2v1 against Pugsy and Egg Soup. Cody Travis falls to his death, couldn't quite dare to the wall.
Ooh, Noel tried for the cute play of the gravity cancel downlight into a ground pound. Ended up missing the ground pound, and you saw Blood Diamond try to desperately go down there to help him, but he wasn't able to. He ends up getting the side signature onto Remy, killing Remy, but you saw Cody Travis there with the side signature of his own on that axe. So trading 1 for 2.
And we're back to a neutral, back to an even. Remy went for that side sig, tried to get a big read on the Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond, I mean, very intelligent with his Hattori play, was able to space it out, punish, and then Cody Travis subsequently punished him for his punish.
It's interesting, we're not actually seeing the two Hattoris fight each other. Usually when you have 2v2s, you see the two players that play the same character mirror matching one another. Oh, a fantastic gravity cancel down signature. Ended up hitting Blood Diamond, taking some of the pressure off Cody Travis.
Oh, the recovery picks up. Fortunately for the blue team, Remy has plenty of health to his name. Gets a nice downlight gravity cancel neutral sig onto Blood Diamond, and Cody's going to finish it off with that Gunsair. Great follow-ups from the blue team.
No real momentum building one way or the other right now. Remy and Cody are a little bit in the lead. Side signature coming out from Noel, not quite enough to kill that 8 defense. Cody Travis.
That was great patience from Noel. Waits out the Gunsair. Cody Travis was trying to catch Noel with that Sair. Said he could get back safely, but Noel just outside the hitbox, then turns around, punches Cody Travis in the face, take down the stock. Remy is in the red. He's in a dangerous spot, but it seems like Noel and Blood Diamond instead might be looking to get the stock off of Cody Travis first, maybe go for that 2v1.
You need to be careful, can't take too much damage. Blood Diamond on his last stock, just now getting into the red, ends up dropping the side air after his downlight. Does hit the turnaround neutral signature, and starting to hit side airs and dares onto Remy.
Remy takes a side sig to the back of the head. Cody Travis, black hole opportunity drop. Noel was staying high. I think he wasn't quite sure if who was going to start with the neutral light, but Cody Travis converts into a kill on the Blood Diamond. And now Noel has to fight the 1v2. Cody Travis is getting low, but it's going to take more than just a side air to finish him off.
Those side airs aren't even sending him off screen yet. I think he has a fair bit of room to play with. The signature might kill him at this point, but anything other than that is going to take a little bit more damage. Ooh. Big dare coming out from Cody Travis. He's immediately rotating to the other end. The weapon toss, he's going to let Remy go in.
Remy has a little bit more health to play with for the blue team. Ooh, Cody tried to punish, but ended up getting caught by the second downlight from Noel.
Nice weapon toss. He's going for the weapon toss into the dare. Oh, Remy don't go in that.
Remy, that was a bold move from Remy, but it ends up working out. Force Noel forward, and Cody Travis gets the side air. It's going to take down the first game for the blue team.
Interesting. That was kind of a low damaging game in general. The only person above 500 was Cody Travis. That's just a little bit worthy of note, possibly because there's just squishier characters in general.
2, 1, brawl!
Coming into this next game, it's very separate. Both teams on opposite sides of the stage. Cody Travis and Remy it looks like they're trying to be separate, but then they'll move closer for a minute before separating for a while.
I think there's an ebb and flow to the way that Cody Travis and Remy are playing. They want to be able to follow up off of each other, but they also don't want to be too stacked. So you'll see them kind of try to push the opponents around, and then when they see the opportunity coming in, you'll see it like just like that. Cody Travis just falls right down and gets a dare on top of Noel.
Nice downlight coming from Cody Travis, following it up with a side air. Doesn't get the turnaround side light, but does get the side signature. Not quite enough to kill Blood Diamond yet.
Downsig charged up.
Oh,
Noel was looking for the speed dodge. Another one.
Fully charged down signature coming out of Cody Travis.
Cody Travis is just throwing out signatures. He knows how close everyone is to death. Blood Diamond is going to get a side sig onto Cody Travis. Noel's got to finish off the stock, though. The dare will do it. Black hole. And they go for the down sig as Cody Travis comes in.
Cody Travis looking for the nair juggles. Only hits one. Noel falling right behind Blood Diamond's signature with a side signature of his own.
Blood Diamond still holding on.
Is there going to be an edge guard?
Oh, Cody Travis picks up the nair on the Blood Diamond. Remy and Noel both close to kill percentage. Ooh, the down sig ends up coming through. Worthwhile trade on the Blood Diamond, considering Blood Diamond is coming in with a relatively fresh stock. So the stock will get taken off of Remy, and Noel looking to get the ground pound onto Cody, but Cody turns it around with a dare.
The downlight neutral signature, that's the second time we've seen Noel hit that. He almost had the perfect timing on that unarmed ground pound, but Cody Travis just had enough iframes from his dodge.
Neutralites on all sides.
Nice side air from Blood Diamond's going to send Cody Travis off screen. He's not going to go to confirm the kill. Noel's there. Blood Diamond's going to rotate to the left, taking some serious punishment from Remy. Back-to-back big side signatures from Cody. Neither one of them hitting. He had some pretty good luck with them earlier, usually hitting the second swipe.
Maybe Blood Diamond and Noel a little bit more familiar with the side sig kit of Cody Travis. They are able to take a stock off. Both of them looking to finish off Remy, but Remy is able to get real high in the sky and come back down to earth. Cody Travis gets the down sig onto Noel, gets the recovery onto Blood Diamond, and suddenly it's a 2v1 opportunity for the Blue
Could turn
Diamond.
into a 1v1 very quickly, though. Remy very much in the red right now. He could take a side signature. I don't think Blood Diamond would go for anything like a down signature here, just because he'd be caught in that smoke for so long. That would give Cody Travis some serious punish time. But we may see a side signature. He just queued up that down signature.
That was a speed dodge pivot down sig trying to catch Remy if he stepped a little bit too far forward. But Remy, great presence of mind, just throws out the neutralite, able to interrupt it. And right now, Remy, it's cat and mouse. Remy is the bait, and Cody Travis is just trying to punish Blood Diamond for fishing too hard onto it. And that analogy is just all over the place. But Blood Diamond gets a side sig, takes down Remy, and it's down to the 1v1.
There are so many weapon choices on the field. It looks like Blood Diamond sticking with sword. Meanwhile, Cody's sticking with guns. Cody needs to build up just a little bit more damage. It doesn't look like he's trying to fish for any recoveries, despite how aerial Blood Diamond's playing right now. Looks like he's exclusively going for dares.
I think he's just trying to build up a little bit more damage before he goes for the finisher option. Throws out an interesting side sig there. Not sure if he was just trying to kill time while he waits for Blood Diamond to come back up. There's a down sig opportunity. Or axe down sig opportunity.
Nice punish coming from Blood Diamond after that hitbox was finished. Ooh. Great punish from Blood Diamond. All of that defense from Cody Travis still holding on by a thread.
Recovery from Cody Travis!
Was that the exhausted recovery?
I know, I think that was the standard one, but it bounced him off the wall, was able to get the kill. Great play from Cody Travis to finish it off for the team and not go to game 3.
Remy and Cody Travis the win over Blood Diamond and Noel. Blood Diamond doing 767 damage. Noel lagging behind him a little bit with just the 398. Meanwhile, Cody Travis and Remy a little bit closer, 590 to 475. Just some solid spreading out of damage between Remy and Cody Travis, but Cody picked up all 6 kills. That's the 5th time we've seen that today.
But, I mean, he's been so effective with those signatures, specifically the down sig and the side sig on his kit. But they end up winning it out. They're going to continue on to go up against Cyclist and Isidru, who I think are in here because it looked like they were about to do maps.
They are in here, and this is the losers semifinal. So the winner of this will go to fight Astronaut and Starlight. This is still a best of 3, though. And we aren't seeing very many stances come out yet again. It's the defense stat from Remy on that Hattori, giving 4 defense to 5 defense. And the Ragnar taking defense as well. So one member of each team putting a reasonable priority on defense.
I'm going to be up front. I can't see the character pick right now. So can you give me a rundown of the characters for the teams?
No surprises here. Barraza on Cody Travis. Sorry, Cody Travis on Barraza. And Remy on Hattori. Cyclist on Ragnar. Isidru is choosing a legend.
I would expect the Bryn pick. He was pretty effective.
He's hovered on the Bryn multiple times, but him backing out led me to believe he wasn't going to do that. That is the meta-dev Bryn with her pretty crown.
It's a nice Bryn. It's one that you can only get by meeting a dev. If you come to well, PAX South just happened, but any of the other events, any of the other lands such as CEO and Combo Breaker, which I can show you the pictures for, or we can just talk about it. They're awesome. Go to them.
You should go to them. We'll talk about them in a little bit as stage banning is already happening right now. We are going to Twilight Grove.
And there it is. There's the Hockey Mask Barraza. This is what Cody Travis has, like all of the Barraza skins, and he just picks whatever one he wants.
That's the best one. He should stick with that one.
I mean, it's got one of my favorite axes, I believe. That's not the axe for that skin. The standard axe is the hockey stick with I think it's got a machete taped onto it. It's a very cool axe nonetheless.
And Cody is just throwing axe hitboxes out between Cyclist and Isidru. Just swinging. There's the second swipe of that side signature, hitting again. Try to queue up that down signature. Didn't end up hitting. Remy was able to take out Cyclist off the top.
They are just throwing out signatures left and right. They did so much damage so quickly that they're immediately going for the kill options. We saw Cody Travis throw out those axe side signatures, and we saw Remy go for multiple of those spear neutral sigs on his Hattori.
We are seeing more signatures coming out. Isidru threw out a down signature, then a gravity cancel neutral signature. There's another down signature.
I mean, he once again, he recognizes that the blue team is getting close to kill range, but he made a risky down sig, and Remy was actually able to convert it into damage onto Cyclist. He neutralized Cyclist into it.
Unarmed Slider coming from the middle of the stage from Cody Travis, not enough to kill Cyclist. He ended up hitting Remy with a neutralite as well. It's just another 19 damage on his teammate. Damage isn't a big deal right now because Remy is still alive as Cyclist falls a second time in this match.
He is down to his final stock in about a minute and a half into this. It's been quick as Isidru takes down the stock with that recovery inside of the eye hole. Isidru is in the red though, and there's definitely kill potential, but it seems like Remy just wants to help out his teammate Cody Travis as Cyclist was putting a lot of pressure with that axe. Nice follow-up from Isidru.
Yeah, follow-up while Cody Travis was locked in that neutral light from Cyclist, getting him when he was stun locked. Great follow-up.
Neutral sig from Remy trying to catch Isidru in the sky. Ends up damaging Cody Travis a little bit. But Cody Travis gets the kill with that recovery.
Great pickups from Cody Travis. I want to see that recovery is a little bit more of a kill option. We saw him kind of hesitating for it last game on the getting the kill.
I think he's conservative with it. He doesn't want to reject too much, but IThrowOW not conservative with that down sig. That is the third time he's gone for that down sig with the axe. Second one to a kill, and it ends up getting a kill onto Cody Travis, and it's all up to Remy in the 1v2.
Cody thought he was safe being behind IThrowOW, but that axe ends up swinging behind before forward. I get caught by that so much.
It's got quite the pendulum, quite the swing, and it helps that she flies to move it around. But Remy with a quick dare on the cyclist. Ground pound will convert the kill. IThrowOW is in the orange, but the axe swings send Remy high in the sky and disarm him. Down sig doesn't connect.
Good job of Remy for continuing running. The range on that signature is so long. I'm glad he kept moving. He was able to stay out of it. Meanwhile, he's changed the pace of this game so far, but that might have just done it for him. He's able to dodge through. Remy getting to the right weapon. IThrowOW's able. There's a weapon spawn there, and there was another weapon on the stage. Nobody's starved for weapons right now.
Down sig again!
Remy's gonna get hit by it. Third time. Let's just say it's third time is the charm for IThrowOW as they take a game off of Remy and Cody Travis in this best of 3.
That was a quite a flurry of down sigs specifically from IThrowOW, but a lot of sigs in general on both sides. Just rapid damage thrown out and quick kill conversions. And IThrowOW ends up getting, I believe that was 5 kills for his team, specifically with those down sigs. I think 3 of them were that axe down sig.
And now we're seeing Remy make that big switch to Koji, who might just be overall more familiar with, or maybe this is his last resort pick. We've seen him divert to this a couple times. Cody Travis sticking with that Barraza. Of course, he's switching the skin, but IThrowOW and Cyclist maintaining the characters that they've been playing.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I really wanted to mess with you and say breathalyzer Barraza, but it's the respirator. Remy not able to pick up a weapon, neither was Cody Travis, and we see Remy actually switched up. He's gone back to the Koji, and he's on the bow. He generally wants to throw away the bow for the sword, but it seems like he's sticking with it. Maybe not a safe option to switch as IThrowOW with a quick kill onto Cody Travis.
That was an 18-second kill onto Cody Travis, a character with 8 defense. I cannot believe that happened so quickly. Cody Travis is going to have to put out some seriously bloated damage numbers to make up for that.
Almost got the quick turnaround onto IThrowOW. And Remy, he did get the dare onto Cody Travis, but Cody Travis able to jump back up and survive. Stocks are even, but a damage deficit for the blue team. Recovery from Cyclist. Cody Travis is in trouble. No weapons to his name. Trying to dodge around, ends up picking up the gun kit. Gonna get a recovery, but not enough damage on the red team to result in a kill, so he just disengages.
Great jumping to get out of the way of that side signature from Cody Travis. Nice dare. The chase dodge doesn't get any follow buff. He was looking for that kill combo with the recovery. Nothing from IThrowOW hitting him with a recovery, almost killing him. Cyclist almost killing with his own recovery.
Oh, but it's going to be the ground pound that sends Cody off the map and a weapon toss to guarantee it. Remy wanted the quick kill with that bow ground pound. It has plenty of force, but it's kind of interruptible, and that's what we just saw there as Remy was not able to complete the ground pound. He does get a down sig, though, onto IThrowOW.
Oh, and the second swipe of that side signature. He's used that a couple times today. I think that's the first time it's finally connected. He hit a couple side sig kills with the bow earlier, but that was the first sword. Down light into the side air coming out from Cody Travis. Another down air hitting IThrowOW. Big neutral light hitting both Cody and Remy.
Oh, nice punish from Cyclist. Recognized Remy was going for that neutral sig. He was going to be stuck in the animation, so he punishes with a gravity cancel side sig. And a good save from Remy will keep Cody Travis alive for a little while, but Remy does get taken down.
Cody Travis has to be very careful. He is on his last stock in the deep red. Meanwhile, Cyclist and IThrowOW have 3 stocks to their team.
But they are red stocks. There's definitely potential here as Cyclist does get taken down. If Isidru gets taken down, then it's a 2v1 situation for the blue team. It's all going to come down to who gets taken down first, Isidru or Cody Travis.
Big side air from Remy in the middle of the stage. That was able to take out Isidru. And what was looking like going to be a very tough 1v2 for Remy is now a 2v1 against Cyclist.
But you can see they're a little bit worried. They don't want to fully engage onto Cyclist. They're trying to get him to engage onto them so that they can punish. And Cyclist is converting quite a bit of damage. Cody Travis completely on the opposite side of the map. He knows how important it is that he survives and holds onto this stock, but the recovery from Cyclist, and it's all up to Remy, but he gets caught by the side sig.
If Cyclist and Isidru take the set from Remy and Cody Travis, that is huge for their team.
Recovery from Cyclist. He knows he is one solid hit away from taking the scent from Remy and Cody Travis. And Remy knows it as well, as he is very afraid to engage Lasser. Sends him off stage. He's still got jumps, and the ground pound does it. Cyclist fully commits. You can see him in the magnifying glass at the bottom of the map. That is going to be a 2-0 going the way of Cyclist and Isidru, and they continue on to fight Starlight.
That 360-degree ground pound axe hitbox is such a solid edge guarding tool. You see it all the time. Keep in mind, Cyclist and Isidru, names that you aren't really used to seeing towards the latter part of 2v2 tournaments. On the other side of that, Remy was half of the team that got third in 2v2 at BCX. That is insane. Great job to Cyclist and Isidru. Good job to Remy and Cody Travis as well. A relatively new team. The team members may not be new to the scene, but they are a relatively new team. So just give them a little bit of time. There are always some growing pains. It'll get better with time.
But it's not over yet for Cyclist and Isidru. They get to go on to the losers finals, and they are going to be going up against Astronaut and Starlight. Astronaut is going to more than likely be on that Hattori once again. So they've had a little bit of warm up against the Hattoris, and Starlight more than likely going to be on that Alien Asuri that he's been repping throughout this weekend.
That disgusting Asuri. Meanwhile, Isidru and Cyclist will probably pick the same characters they've been playing. I don't think we're going to see any real surprises here, but I have to just off the bat believe that Astronaut and Starlight are just going to outclass Isidru and Cyclist, I believe, in 1v1 separately and in 2v2 when they come together.
Astronaut and Starlight are more than certainly a force to be reckoned with in the 1v1 specifically. And I would be worried for Isidru and Cyclist if they get stuck in a 1v1. If they hold on to their stocks and you know, it's just one person left, and specifically if it's Starlight, he is going to be an absolute monster in that 1v1. He is very fired up and he wants to win this. So it's going to be difficult for Isidru and Cyclist, but maybe they've had some solid synergy. They've been able to take down the likes of Remy and Cody Travis, as well as multiple others. I'm trying to find the list of people they've had to fight to get here.
They lost to Boomie and LDZ. Before that, they took out Remy and Cody Travis. Before that, they took out Pugsy and Egg Soup. Before that, they took out Jellyfish and Arkosh. And before that, I'm sorry, they didn't take out Jellyfish and Arkosh. They took out Wrenched and Mini Vesson. And then before that, took out Hickenviken and Hyper Hero. So I think overall, Astronaut and Starlight have had a little bit harder bracket today. And I think together from what we've seen, the rotation game from Astronaut has been on point. He has just been willing to throw himself to the wild to save Starlight in every opportunity he possibly has.
I think we've actually seen him go completely deep off stage into the magnifying glass to get a recovery onto Starlight. It didn't quite work out for him, but you got to applaud the commitment, the effort, and the decision to say, hey, I got to save you no matter what.
Now, this is losers finals, so this is a best of 5. Every other set we've seen today, other than winners finals, was a best of 3. The winner of this will go on to the grand finals to face Boomie and LDZ. If it's Astronaut and Starlight, they're basically going to have to get the salty run back, win a set, and win another set against the team that sent them down in the lower bracket 3-1. But before they even get there, they have to take care of Cyclist and IThrowOW, who have been surprising everybody today with their caliber of play.
And they've been on point, but again, like you said, this is going to be a whole other caliber of team in Astronaut and Starlight. Starlight, the first place finisher of BCX. It's going to be rough, but right now they're putting a whole lot of damage on the Starlight. They were trying to juggle him up, but solid play from Astronaut to get in position and interrupt.
And it looks like Astronaut and Starlight and IThrowOW and Cyclist don't really worry about playing the separate 1v1s. You saw them really stretching to the far ends of the screen, both players edge guarding the other two players separately.
Ooh.
Now we're seeing them grouping together, and the first strike is going to go the way of Astronaut.
The Cyclist not too far behind. He is in the red off stage against Starlight, and you know he's looking for those dares, but Cyclist gets past Astronaut, turns around, gets a side air, evens up the stocks, and IThrowOW gets 2 big dares off stage onto Starlight.
Starlight was actually getting the better of him there. He's hitting multiple downlight side airs, following up with downlight dares, and even threw his weapon. And at that point, once he was disarmed, it looks like he was in huge trouble against IThrowOW.
Left side, it seems like Starlight got a signature, sending Cyclist far across the map into the kill box, evening up the stocks, and we're back to a pretty even game.
Oh, big downlights and side airs, so many Katars just swinging back and forth. Starlight trying to take IThrowOW off, double Sair.
Another Sair will do it.
Sair. He's gonna clinch it for sure. Cyclist having to play the power play just for a few moments as IThrowOW responds.
Oh, but Cyclist 1 dare away. Starlight did get the touch, and Astronaut is in position. You saw him put some damage, put some pressure out onto Cyclist to make sure that Cyclist couldn't get another dare gimp onto Starlight.
Astronaut doing a pretty good job maintaining his stock while he is deep in that red. The downlight side air almost taking out Cyclist. He's looking for another side air. He has learned that by watching Starlight do it over and over again.
Cyclist is going off stage unarmed against guitars. Generally not recommended, especially against Starlight, who's been very proficient with the guitars as of late, but he made it work, got some damage out, and was able to disengage, back up, pick up his own set of guitars, and try to regroup. He wants to help out IThrowOW, go for the 2v1 onto Astronaut while Starlight was off stage, but the recovery from IThrowOW will take down Starlight.
It was just IThrowOW wanting to recover back onto the stage, but that was in a direct response to Cyclist getting the side light, sending Starlight to the left, and if it wasn't for that, that wouldn't have clipped and it wouldn't have killed.
Solid play. Good job from Cyclist to end up setting that up for the kill, but it's now all left up to Cyclist, currently unarmed against the double sword. Definitely black hole potential. As you can see, they're keeping in position. Starlight and Astronaut just right underneath him, waiting to spring the trap of neutralites.
You saw Starlight going for that downlight neutral sig. We saw Noel hit that a couple times today. Starlight wasn't quite as lucky, but there's the gravity cancel signature. I'm surprised he didn't just go with the side air there. That's what he's been doing.
Hey, maybe he wanted to mix it up. Was worried about the dodge through from Cyclist. So instead he went for the gravity cancel down sig, which has a little bit more startup and also a little bit of a longer active frame in that specific area. So I can see this strat. Right? I can see this strat.
He was trying to pad that damage done stat, because you see he did 703 damage. That is so big. That's allowing Astronaut to maybe woe back a little bit. He can play maybe a little bit more passively. He doesn't have to go aggro the entire time, meaning he can stretch those stocks a little bit more, play a little bit more safely instead of putting himself into danger. Any slack that Astronaut leaves behind, Starlight's there to pick up. Any slack that Starlight leaves behind, Astronaut's there to pick up. And that's why going forward, they're going to be one of my favorite 2v2 teams to watch.
3, 2.
I do want to point out that IThrowOW's switching it up. He's going for the Orion pick. This is a character we haven't seen all weekend, and suddenly IThrowOW is bringing it out. He's still got the spear kit, similar usage of down sigs where it's going to hit stacked, but now he's got that lance, which is, it's going to put some solid hitboxes out, some large hitboxes. Oh, and he's got the Orion special with that gravity cancel neutral if he can connect onto Starlight.
I don't know if he's going to connect with that, though. It's usually those kind of just obvious character 101 signatures that really don't have a lot of luck. Same thing with the Asuri neutral signature. He's trying to hit those neutral signatures onto Starlight. It's not working. That big dare. IThrowOW with all the movement. Great timing from Astronaut. He was there to follow up from Starlight's attack all the way on the right side of the stage. Perfect response from Astro.
but it does end up resulting in a kill onto both Astronaut and Starlight. Astronaut, he tanked it to the face, was able to stuff it, stop that forward movement, but ultimately it just added more damage on him, and Cyclist was able to follow up off of the recovery, and then he got another kill onto Starlight.
You're seeing IThrowOW, he is really going for those signatures. You thought he threw a lot last game? No way, he's gonna triple that this game, throwing neutral signatures. That's like 3 down signatures in the past 30
There's
seconds
another
alone.
one.
There's 4.
There's
down
another
signatures,
one.
5, down
But
signatures, 6.
He makes the save with the neutral light, and part of the reason why he's getting away with it is because he's got Cyclist running around, putting damage out, putting pressure out, making it so that it's hard to just watch IThrowOW and be like, oh, he's going for a down sig. Now I can just position and punish however I want. Cyclist just putting out pressure everywhere. The axe recovery does clash out, but he gets back safe, and Cyclist has yet to die IThrowOW despite the fact that he's thrown out so many sixes on his final stop.
See that gravity cancel neutral signature from Astro hitting his opponent while he was off the screen in the magnifying glass. Just a somewhat risky move coming out of Astro with picture perfect focus, timing, laser focused accuracy.
You know, he's got the red dot sight on his signatures, all right?
I mean, if we're playing Rainbow Six, he's got the ACOG on the SMG-11. That one's for my guy Creed up there.
But Cyclist really quickly gets taken down. He did such a great job extending his first stock that losing that second stock is a little bit of a surprise. IThrowOW on his final stock in the red. He's got the lance, which gives him a lot of offstage movement. He can go to the outside. He's going to make it back, and Astronaut's not there to tank the recovery to the face. This time he is, and he's going to do it. Takes down IThrowOW, and it's all up to Cyclist.
Even with all of that movement that IThrowOW has on the lance, and he's using it so well, Astronaut is just there for the response every single time. The gravity cancel neutral signature. Astronaut is playing out of his freaking mind today.
And you can see Starlight made a very intelligent decision picking up Astronaut to be his 2v2 partner, as they are just absolutely on fire. They have taken down almost everyone in their way, and they're looking to get through Cyclist and IThrowOW, go back into the grand finals, and get the salty run back on Boomie and LDZ.
We've seen Starlight kind of shop around with his 2v2 partners. He's played with Magma Bob. I think he's played with Gobi. He's played with Logic.
Steve.
He's played with Steve as well. He's played with a handful, more than a handful of different players. I really hope he sticks with Astronaut. They play so incredibly well together.
For their first showing in the 2v2 scene, definitely a very strong showing, a big statement to be made for a team that is relatively new. Technically, Boomie and LDZ are also a new 2v2 team, an equally strong showing, or arguably stronger showing, but regardless, Astronaut and Starlight not done yet. They're in game 3 of this best of 5 losers finals before they have to go for the best of 5 reset onto Boomie and LDZ. But a lot of damage put out. Actually, Starlight close to death. Down sick from IThrowOW. Gets the kill.
We're seeing more signatures come out. It doesn't matter what characters he's playing. Apparently, he just really likes every single down signature in the game. There's another Bryn down signature. That one not going to quite end in a kill. Ooh, and the down like dare streaks coming from Starlight.
It's almost like he can't press the heavy button without holding down. Like, almost every single signature he's done has been the down signature. There's another one.
Down he only uses the down signature. Doesn't matter what character or what weapon, it's always down signature. He's finally gonna fall, but Starlight's gonna end up taking out him and his teammate.
Oh, but Astronaut does get a solid side air, immediately goes for the 2v1. They want to finish off this stock of Cyclist, but try to get the power play on IThrowOW whenever possible. Astronaut trying to get the juggle, immediate power play. They're trying to get IThrowOW off the stage.
There's another down signature. Starlight way over that. He's not going to get caught in that. Looking to force IThrowOW into the edge guard situation. Gets the sidelight into the Sayer. Touches the wall. Resets his jumps. Comes back for another Sayer.
Great patience from Cyclist center stage. Waited out Starlight, trying to punish him for picking up those Katars. and was able to kick him away, pick up his Katars, and start to put more pressure out onto Starlight. I'm surprised he's not going over there, over to his teammate to try to put pressure on the Astronaut, recognizing that Isidru is on his final stock, and he needs to keep him alive as long as possible. Nice dare, weapon toss come out. Ground pound will take down Starlight, and he doesn't have to worry about Isidru, because Isidru won the 1v1 against Astronaut on the left side.
Cyclist won the 1v1 against Starlight on the right. It was completely separate, and they completely triumphed over the blue team. But look at this team play between Astronaut and Starlight. Following up with a dare. Even when Cyclist gets past him, he follows that up with a Sarah, sending him to the right. He's going to let Astro take care of him. And there he does, taking him out with a dare. Cyclist on his last stock. Isidru on his last stock. Everybody on their last stock.
But Isidru is the closest one to kill range. Again, he's got the 1v1 against Astronaut. Will he be able to win it out again? Cyclist, he's got the 1v1 against Starlight, but Astronaut's got Isidru off stage, and Starlight comes over. He wants to guarantee the kill. He gets a dare on Isidru. Dare from Isidru.
He burned everything in the process.
Starlight's down. It's all up to Astronaut now in the turnaround from the red team.
That dare a little bit prematurely, that forced him down so low. It required everything to get back up, and Isidru was just there waiting in the rafters. I think Astronaut can do this, but it's gonna be tough. He's gonna have to be very careful. Cyclist and Isidru both very much in the red right now. There's the side sync. Isidru's down. It's Astronaut against Cyclist. Astronaut's ahead in health, and he's arguably the stronger 1v1 player. The side air, not even sending Cyclist off screen yet. Looking for the gravity cancel down light.
Weapon toss.
Pushing hard. Cyclist trying to strip the board. There's still one weapon on the field. Cyclist, there's another weapon on the field that just spawned. Looking for the down signature. Be careful. That has so many recovery frames for punish for Astronaut. Look at this movement.
Cyclist knows he can't make anything too risky of a commitment. You saw him get a dare on the Astronaut, send him off the stage, but he didn't commit. He didn't want to go down. Instead, he backed up, wants to get back on stage, try to get more damage on the Astronaut so that he can win out in the neutral. Ooh.
Incredibly close to kill percent. Cyclist definitely in kill percent. The bottom right side of the dare able to spike Cyclist down in such a close game. And Astronaut and Starlight are going to take it 3-0 in losers finals. They get the salty run back. They're going back up. It's time to face Boomie and LDZ again. Are they going to get 3-1 again? Are they going to get 3-0'd? Are they going to get the bracket reset?
I don't know. Boomie, LDZ doesn't have a fantasy bracket to say, I want to go to game 5 this time. So he might just decide to close it out. It's the way Astronaut and Starlight are playing right now is on a very different level than what we saw earlier on when they had their first best of 5 in the winners finals. Now that we're in the grand finals, maybe they've grown so much in that last match that they are ready for this grand finals. We're about to find out. LDZ is going to be on that Ragnar. Boomie, he hovered on the Diana for a half second. There it is. And we're more than likely going to be seeing the same picks from Starlight and Astronaut, the Asuri-Hattori combination.
And it's interesting that he's starting with this Diana. We've seen him cycle through 3 characters today. We've seen the Diana, we've seen the Lucian, and we've seen the Bodvar. I assume he'll stick to one of those. He's still choosing his legend, though. I wonder if we're going to see him immediately lock in with the Diana and start it off with his Diana.
I mean, he has the largest character pool of basically everyone in this game, or in this room right now. Starlight, theoretically, if you really wanted to, could go back to the Bodvar. I find that highly improbable. LDZ could go back to his Koji. Astronaut, I think, has only solely played Hattori. Boomie's got a lot of options here. He could go for his Cassidy. We saw his Lucian, his big hat Lucian, for a little bit. We saw him hover the Diana. He really has a multitude of characters. He could, I mean, he like you said, he could go back to the Bodvar as well. What do you think he should start with? What do you think would be the best option to kind of warm up?
For Boomie, I don't think there's any bad choice at this point. He usually doesn't die too early. It doesn't seem like he ever has trouble killing. So I don't think stats are going to really determine his character pick. I think it's just who he feels comfortable with at any given moment in time. He has the legend pool to just be able to arbitrarily say, I feel like playing them. Even though Lucian has low force, he's able to kill with Lucian very, very regularly. Even though Diana doesn't have any huge extremes on her stats, he's able to stay alive, he's able to move around quickly, he's not getting punished in recovery for very long, and he's able to kill. So I just think Boomie can just point at a character and do well with it.
Well, it seems like the pointer landed on Diana. Expect a lot of those bow neutral sticks. He hit more than a handful of those earlier on. I think it was specifically against Astronaut and Starlight. So expect something similar, as LDZ was getting juggled high in the sky, but he's able to ground pound back down to Earth. Boomie off stage, but Astronaut doesn't want it.
Very early side signature coming out from Starlight. That's obviously not going to kill at this point. Maybe it was just for traversal across the stage, but he's getting stuck. Oh, and LDZ ends up coming in. I think he ruined a combo that Boomie might have had, but a side signature at that point, it's not the worst thing to hit.
I mean, it did put Starlight close to the kill box, and if Boomie had maybe connected with another side air or just interrupted a recovery, it could have led to a very early kill.
Boomie and LDZ both extremely seasoned players, but this team itself in its composition is relatively new. So I'm sure that if that was just a minor communication issue, that's something that's going to be eliminated in a very short period of time. Nice dare from Boomie, bouncing Starlight off the platform. There is a weapon spawn. Oh, and Starlight was looking for the ricochet, trying to pick up that unarmed side signature. Gets the side air. Astronaut getting the kill on LDZ to the right.
The quick double kill for the blue team is going to give them the stock advantage. LDZ comes back up, gets the unarmed side air. Astronaut, he's close to kill range, but he's going to disengage. But LDZ chasing after him with that side sig, rocketing across the stage to take down Astronaut, evening up the stocks.
Continuing his onslaught. He's a little bit zoned out by Boomie. He just immediately disengages and goes in on LDZ. Now they've just completely switched partners.
Will the recovery pick up?
Boomie almost got him with that gravity cancel neutral signature.
He's looking for the kill onto Starlight. You're seeing him start to throw out those down sigs. You talked about it earlier. It has an incredible amount of force. Difficult to connect with, but when it does, it is a brutal signature. Unfortunately, he gets disarmed under the stage.
And that's what we talk about when we talk about Boomie picking up with moves that nobody has any business picking up with. You never see them coming. You never believe he's going to do a gravity cancel down signature on Diana's guns at that point. And that's why he hits with them. And somehow he stays so safe.
Mix-ups in life, mix-ups in game. Follows up on the neutral light. With a kill.
Astronaut and Starlight stuck on the stage. Now Astronaut rotating to the right. Boomie hitting the down air, side light. Meanwhile, Starlight ended up gimping LDZ off the left. Boomie in very dangerous territory, has a ton of damage on him. Stuck in the power play for a moment, gets caught in a black hole. Sword, neutral light. Astronaut gets the down signature. LDZ in the red. He's not quite in kill percent yet, but he is so very close. There's the down signature. Astronaut's there to save Starlight from it. Force on that bow down signature as well. LDZ chasing Starlight to the left. Gets the side air. Starlight is out. Astronaut has to face the 1v2. He's done it before. Done it against Boomie and LDZ. LDZ with a ton of damage on him as well. Boomie kind of fresh in that yellow. Ooh, an Astronaut with that side air. He had nothing else to move. And LDZ. And we're actually seeing Boomie switch to that big hat Lucian. Clear eyes, big hats can't lose. It could literally be any of those things. You know how impulsive that Boomie can be sometimes. It could just be, I don't want my opponent to pick up on anything that I'm doing. The way that Starlight and Astronaut have been playing, you know they're paying attention to things like that, little exploits that they can get at any time. But Astronaut himself has also switched characters to the Queen Nai. He does have the spear carry over from the Hattori, but I don't really know too much about his guitars. if he's been playing with Starlight, I'm sure he has, like, he's seen good Katars because he plays with a good Katar player. He's still pushing hard, though. He does have the defense if he doesn't want to put Starlight into the 1v2. Ooh, an unarmed down signature from Astronaut. You don't see that a lot in 2v2. Meanwhile, Boomie carrying Starlight into the ground, and LDZ following up with the Katar recovery.
Everybody in the red expect signatures to start coming out. Astronaut is going to be the first one to throw one out. Check.
I can hear you. I don't know if stream can hear you, but I know
Still?
I can hear you.
I mean, it's lighting up on stream. I've had multiple people be like, oh, it's broken. Nah, it's cool.
Looks like it's good now. We're getting the go-ahead.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Boomie and LDZ still haven't died. Astronaut maintaining with that defense. Never mind. And
grab out.
LDZ falling to that
Side
ground pound. Starlight getting the double kill, evening up this game.
Left side, LDZ and Starlight trying to fight it out, but LDZ just pushing him away, ends up getting a nice neutral light onto both of his opponents. Boomie not really able to follow up as he was trying to get back on the stage as he picks up a recovery high in the sky. No gravity cancel neutral sig attempt. Instead, he just kind of floats back down to earth.
You were seeing Starlight positioning directly over Boomie. It looked like he was trying to go for the Katar ground pound. We've seen so many people kill with that over the past couple days, and Boomie was zoning him out with nairs every time. The gun nair is such a safe zoning tool to protect above you, and the down signature is going to send Astronaut to his death, and LDZ with the unarmed ground pound. I've never seen that many unarmed ground pounds kill than when I've been watching LDZ over the past few days.
It's one of those things where he doesn't just specifically go, oh, okay, I'm unarmed, I'm gonna just go for a ground pound. He sets it up. He uses his weapon toss to try to force out a dodge, try to force them into a position where they have no choice but to take that ground pound to the head, and it's worked out so frequently.
Very low. Boomie coming in to show a little bit of support for his boy so we can get back to the stage, and he might even get the kill on Starlight here.
Grab out!
Looking for the save!
Double kill
Oh,
for
and a
Boomie!
Double kill from Boomie. Astronaut again martyring himself, throwing himself to the wolves to try and save Starlight. You gotta respect it, but sometimes you just gotta, a loss is a loss. You gotta chalk it up as a loss and say, I'm gonna try and do the best that I can with whatever stock that I have left.
I mean, like, sometimes you just gotta recognize, like, that, like you said, the stock is lost. Don't turn one lost stock into two lost stocks. But Astronaut, I mean, I want to commend his faithfulness, his loyalty. It's loyalty to a fault, but regardless, he commits to trying to save Starlight. As we get to game 3, are we gonna see the shutout from LDZ and Boomie?
I mean, last time they fought, it was a 3-1. The way Boomie and LDZ are playing right now, especially after that game, I think they had 4 stocks to their name by the time the game was over. Now Boomie's picking up gravity cancel downlights on both Astronaut and Starlight. He's forced Starlight to change to Bodvar. I don't remember the last time I saw Starlight play Bodvar.
I mean, it was before BCX, which happened in November, so at least 4 months ago.
Still exclusively a Surrey at BCX. He was exclusively a Surrey in Brawl League Masters. This is a big change. And there's another one.
But a nice side air from Starlight. Looking to get the kill onto Boomie. He's fishing for the dare. Couldn't quite connect onto it. The boat bar is not working, so it seems like he's still keeping it from getting too rusty.
I think he's gonna have that earlier kill percentage with the hammer. He's gonna have the big hammer side airs, the big hammer nairs, of course, hammer recovery in the edge guard situation. Maybe this is a direct counter to the LDZ unarmed ground pounds. He will out priority that. If he has the timing right, he'll out priority it every time. And it looks like that's somewhat what he's going for.
Right side, you saw him. He was looking for multiple side airs. He wanted this kill onto LDZ. This is very vintage Starlight. Is he would go for those side airs so consistently. He did such a great job staying horizontal, staying right next to you, so he could connect with those side airs. And it seems like that's his strategy again as he switched back to that vintage Bodvar. He's gonna go for the vintage side airs.
He also
Stomp
has the
side air.
stomp into the side signature true combo, but we don't see a lot of Bodvars really relying on that anymore. They pretty much only go for the stomp side air.
I think of all Bodvars, Starlight was one of the few to actually still do it. Last time I saw him play Bodvar. But Boomie still on his first stock as he gets another double, I believe. No, actually LDZ got the kill onto Astronaut. But Astronaut and Starlight are now on their final stocks. Boomie sitting pretty on his first stock, and it's looking to be a shutout soon.
Boomie's huge
Right there.
survivability as he finally loses his first stock to a Nair off the top. Astronaut, Starlight, and LDZ on their last stock. Even if LDZ got knocked out right now, Boomie still has a very solid chance to win this 2v1. He does have to look out for those sword black holes.
I think at this point, that's what Astronaut and Starlight should be looking for. Looking for a black hole. They can also do it with the hammer side light into the neutral lights. If they can set it up onto LDZ, then that's their only opportunity. But right now, LDZ and Boomie putting so much pressure out all over, and Boomie gets the dare into the Sair. No black hole opportunity. It's all up to Astronaut as he gets caught by the down sig. And that's going to be it. Boomie and LDZ, they took first and second place yesterday in the Winter Championship. They take first place in the 2v2. These guys are looking to be absolute monsters for the upcoming Brawlhalla circuit.
I hypothesized it yesterday that they were going to be the team to beat for 2v2. I said it again today. You have to be scared of this team. Going even before we saw them play yesterday, you already have the 1v1 world champion from BCX and LDZ. And on the other teammate, Boomie, was third place in BCX in 2v2. You put those together, you have an incredible team. These two people are friends as well, so the communication levels that they can achieve, they're always talking, they're always playing together, they're always practicing. They're gonna have an insane team chemistry that I think might be unmatched by everyone out there, even the likes of Effie and Lance.
I mean, bare minimum, a standard has been set, a statement has been made. LDZ, not only the 1v1 champion, not only the winner of Worlds, he is the winner of the NA 1v1 Winter Championship. He is the winner of the NA 2v2 Winter Championship alongside Boomie. This is definitely putting a massive target on LDZ's back, and I look forward to seeing who can take him down, because that is going to be a momentous occasion, to say the least.
We've now seen that twice with EU and with North America. The 1v1 winner is a part of the 2v2 winning team. With Multimum and TB, now we have LDZ and LDZ and Boomie. So that's a little bit of an interesting statistic that's carried over. No matter how both regions play the game similarly or differently, we do have that overlap between the two.
Well, regardless, congratulations to everyone who played. Congratulations to the NA players. Boomie, LDZ, Starlight, Astronaut, look over here, Cyclist, Isidru, Remy, Cody Travis, so on and so forth. And once again, congratulations to the EU winners, Multimum and TB. Huge props to everyone who played this weekend. That is your end results for the Brawlhalla Winter Championship. And once again, congratulations to all these guys.
Everybody played lights out of their mind today. Fantastic, just individual congratulations to Cyclist and Isidru for coming somewhat out of nowhere. Congratulations to Starlight and Astronaut for being one of the new teams and for being one of the most promising teams as well, even though they got second place. Like, dude, Astronaut is insane at this game. Please, I hope that team sticks together.
I mean, if they dissolve, they lose their circuit points, which would be a little bit gut-wrenching. But this is not the end of the Brawlhalla competitive scene. This isn't the end of the circuit. This is just the beginning, and there's a whole lot more of the circuit to go, including some lands such as
CEO Dreamland coming April 14th through 16th in sunny Orlando, Florida. A lot of people are going to be there. I'm going to be there. Dobrain's going to be there. Is Twilight gonna be there?
Starlight is on there.
Starlight.
Starlight
I was
is
doing so
registered
good.
alongside Boomie, so there's potential to see both of those guys again in the finals. Daiku, Dobrain, Zaloxary, Xsup all registered. LDZ, get on him, tell him to register so that we can see them there at CEO Dreamland, April 14th through 16th in Orlando, Florida. There's gonna be cash money on the line as well as circuit points. And another tournament, if you can't make the April tournament, is
Combo Breaker, coming the 28th through the 31st.
close. May
30th.
26th through 28th at the Mega Center in Illinois. You are also going to see Zaloxary. We saw Stevenator yesterday in the NA 1v1s. Potential to see Boomie there as well at Combo Breaker. So if you can't make it out to Florida, there's another LAN tournament at Chicago. Definitely want to check out either of those and watch Brawlhalla. You can also find out more about online tournaments at smash.gg. The Brawlhalla circuit is on there, and you can see all of the Brawlhalla circuit tournaments. But with that, I want to say thank you to everyone behind the scenes. Thank you to the admins. Thank you to White Sheepy. Thank you to Part of the Creed, the caster for earlier today, the EU 2v2. Thank you to the admins. Let's get all this. Sloshula, Cassidy, Sticky Soul, Expired. I know Foda helped out as well. I believe, did the Smash GG people help again?
I would not be surprised if they did.
You wanna find their names?
Yeah. I know Bear's one of them. I gotta pull up in the Discord. I gotta
find
pull up
it.
in the Discord.
All pain, Fizzy.
Calvin.egtv, Fizzy, Kupo, everybody over at Smash GG who
yep.
worked hand in hand to help make this platform a possibility for us in the Brawlhalla esports scene. Of course, thank you to everybody that was watching today. You're all each individual wonderful people. Even the people who are stinkers in chat, 80% of success is showing up. So thanks for coming out.
Thank you guys again for watching. Remember to follow Brawlhalla, follow the Brawlhalla circuit. You can find out more at brawlhalla.com/esports. Once again, I'm Duke, designated Asian, and with me is my co-caster and friend, Sparky878. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace!